Oliver picking Bannister off that left-hand lead. Bannister lets the right hand go. He's after Oldenhaven now. Hitting with the right hand again. Oldenhaven riding those punches. And back with the left-hand lead. Bannister left hook, right hand. Oldenhaven in trouble now as Bannister cuts loose in this 10th round. Oldenhaven trying hard to get away from the ropes, comes back with a left hook. Bannister left hook, right hand. Oldenhaven in trouble now as Bannister cuts loose in this 10th round. Oldenhaven trying hard to get away from the ropes, comes back with a left hook.
Pearson looks tired. Even when he's cornered, he can string the punches together. This is one of the best fights that Bannister's put up. A very brainy fight. He's not doing anything stupid by going in and just trading punches. He's taking his time, pacing himself well, doing a good job. And he's got to, because the other boy, Pearson is doing a good job. But I just thought Bannister showed in that round.
Into the 9th.
We're talking about them doing the same thing. Both left leads, both left rips, both left hooks. One after the other.
Left hook that time by Pearson. Bannister fighting very strongly in this 9th round.
Bannister right on top now.
Bannister being put to the test in his big contest and certainly has not been found wanting. Bell for the end of the 9th round. Great fighting round by both of them. And there's Bannister pumped back in the corner. Should be well satisfied with his performance in that round. Your program is TV Ringside, coming to you on the 7 Network.
Well, the crowd cheered that round. They cheered them as they went to the corners. You don't often hear that. Terrific round, terrific fight right through. Bannister really rose to the occasion then. Took the fight right up to the Englishman. Had him worried. And I noticed then that the Englishman, when he's bustled under pressure, he starts to spray his punches. He's not nearly the immaculate puncher there.
Here we go now, last round. Pearson going left and right to the body. And left and right to the head. Pearson making a great fight of this last round.
Pearson fighting back well now. He's putting up a great fight.
Experienced standing Pearson in good stead in this last round. Bannister bleeding freely from the nose. Bannister after him. There he goes now. Bannister catching up with him. Blood streaming from his nose. The Australian welterweight comes back at him. Swapping punches with him. He's in on top of Pearson. He finally caught up with him. Pearson stabbing out that left hand. A great fighting last round by both of them. It's fight now. Close to the end of the contest, close to the referee's decision. And Bannister the winner. Bannister the winner. A great performance. Bannister the winner. The 14th of 15 rounds. 2 rounds to go for the Australian Welterweight Championship. Bannister after Moore now. Moore back in the corner. Lifted to the body by Moore. Bannister flailing away, but Moore's holding on now. Got him by the arm. Terry Riley, the referee, separates them. Right hand by Bannister. After Moore again. Left hand jab. Moore makes the right hand miss. Moore left and right. Right hand by Moore. Misses with the next one, and Bannister falls in on top of his opponent.
Moore placing his punches the cleaner, and he's varying them well. That left hook hurt Bannister then, pushed him off balance. This is a courage fight if you've ever seen one. By golly. These boys are game.
Lifted to the body by Moore. Hit Bannister again. Bannister goes for the right hand. Left hand lead by Bannister. Moore back to the right hand. Lift to the body. Uppercut now by
Moore. Moore's experience is telling. Fighting just as hard as he's got to, and he has his loaf, then he comes back with those hard punches. Grabs, he close, comes back again, another one, places him better.
Half a minute of the 14th round to go.
Both of them are so tired now. Neither would knock a chop off a gridiron, but still they're letting them go. Those arms must feel a ton weight.
Bell for the end of the 14th round.
This has been a terrific fight. The crowd waiting for this last round. And up they come now for this, the last round.
Last round. 15th round. And there they go. After touch of gloves,
Moore, I feel, has got a good lead. He's been placing his punches the better.
Moore pulling Bannister around in the corner. Bannister hits him with the right hand. Up goes Bannister again, but desperately tired, weary after 14 hard rounds. This the 15th.
That's experience. Moore showed you then in the corner. Wheeled him round and left him with the tickets.
Two minutes to go. Big left hook by Moore. Bannister chasing Moore, hits him with left and right. Moore holds on. Left hand and then a right to the head by Moore. The last round of the Australian Welterweight Championship.
And a worthy title to fight to run. By golly it is.
Change of left hand leads in the last round. Bannister throws himself off his feet. Half a minute to go. Bannister falls into a clinch. Here comes the referee's decision. It's only a second or two to go. And Paul Moore, the winner. Paul Moore, the winner. Falls over with exhaustion. Falls over with exhaustion at the end of the fight. Absolutely exhausted.
That left hook hurt Bannister then. Pushed him off balance. This is a courage fight if you've ever seen one. By golly, these boys are game.
Lift into the body by Moore, hit Bannister again. Bannister goes for the right hand. Left hand lead by Bannister, Moore back with the right hand, lift to the body. Uppercut now by Moore.
Moore's experience is telling, fighting just as hard as he's got to, and he has his loaf, then he comes back with those hard punches. Grabs, he close, comes back again, another one, places him better. He's certainly a pretty busy little gentleman as Mr. Marks.
Into the ninth round. And the referee's going to have something to say to Marks about hitting behind the scoring line again in the kidney region. Come on, Minute to go in the 9th round. Clay tries to punch inside. A big left hook now from Marks. Left hand jab now by Marks. Left hook by Marks again. Right to the head by Marks. Left hand jab now by Marks.
Speed is the asset of this fellow's books. He's very fast with his hands, Mark. See that left hand moves off his hips, and he can get it up so fast. That was the best punch.
And the bell for the end of round 9.
Now looking at Marks now, coming up for the last round. Marks has got a good lead. How much Terry is going to penalise him for hitting behind the scoring line on the kidneys, I don't know. But he probably has penalised him because he's cautioned him several times. It's not a damaging punch, but it's not allowed. If you do it purposely, you can be penalised. Bannister putting up a good fight, a real good fight, considering he's only a welterweight against a middleweight. They're waiting for the last round. One thing is Marks is a good-tempered fellow, and there's no nastiness in his makeup at all.
Last round. Right hand by Bannister and a hard right hand counter by Marks. Left hand jab and a right to the head by Marks.
This will do a lot to boost Bannister's confidence.
Gets him more of those right hands, it won't help him at all, I'll tell you. Gets him more of those right hands, it won't help. Left hand jab now by Marks. Marks steps in, left hand lead now by Marks, pushing Bannister back on the ropes. A minute to go in the match. Left under the body by Marks.
He's a fast puncher, Marks, always fast, and he's got that good anticipation.
Right hand by Bannister and Marks clips him with a right hand and counter. Left under the body by Bannister.
Yeah, Bannister's fighting back, Ron. Well, he's game. He's having a go.
Right hand by Marks, right hand by Bannister. Half minute to go.
This is Bannister's best round. If he'd had a go like this earlier, he'd have worried this fellow.
Right to the head by Marks. As Bannister gets in on top of him. Referee has them away from the clinch. Jab now by Marks.
It's amazing how Marks can do that left jab from his left hand on his hips. Bannister pretty tired now.
And the decision is to Carlos Marks.
Out underneath
the Jamaican. While he's got the Jamaican on the back foot, Bannister's in the box seat.
9th of 10 rounds. 2 rounds to go, 9 and 10.
Swinging like a garage door in a storm.
by Bannister, right hand by Bannister. Bannister goes in again. Goes left and right to the body. Left hand jab by Bannister. Francis tries to uppercut, can't do so. Francis scores to the body. Right hand by Francis. Jab by Bannister. Right hand by Francis. Jab by Bannister. Francis, right hand counter. Jab by Francis. Right hand by Francis. Left hook by Francis. Bannister up for the left hand lead. Right hand by Bannister. Right hand counter by Francis. Bannister keeps on punching. Puts Francis back towards the referee's corner. Left hand lead now by Bannister. You get away from a big right hand of Francis. Jabs now by Bannister. Francis trying to work to the body, but not very effectively. Oh, that right hand was in the back of the head, however, by Francis. Close to the end of the 9th round. And the bell for the end of round 9.
Francis, I thought, finished up a bit tired in that round, towards the end of that round. It was a very hard round. Francis won the early card again. Bannister came good in the last half. I wouldn't have separated him in that round. I think that it'll be the Bannister's fight. But as I say, I got Francis ahead.
Last round. Big right to the body by Francis. Jab by Bannister. Jab by Francis. Good right hand by Francis. Terrific right hand by Bannister. Francis skipping around the ring. Bannister after him, 1 minute to go. Right to the body by Francis, and Bannister misses the right hand. Bannister goes to the body. Referee has him apart from a clinch. Right and left by Francis. Bannister left hand lead. Right hand by Francis. Half a minute of the round to go. Big swinging left hand misses from Francis. Bannister tries to go to the body and Francis holds on. The desperate last seconds on TV ringside. Terry Riley's decision not far away. Bannister hurts him with right and left of the head. Francis desperately holding on. Bannister wins it.
Well, Bannister finished all over him. The other fellow tired. And as I say, Terry probably took points off for that hitting the inside of the glove. It was that last round that saved it for Bannister. He was a cleaner puncher, and he had a better variety of punches.
Right and left by Francis. Bannister left hand lead. Right hand by Francis. D.D. Bray.
Bannister had a tough time that time. I thought Lund worried him a good deal. Kept on top of him, roughed him and bullied him. And although he didn't land a great many clean punches, he stopped Bannister from doing a great deal. I wouldn't separate from that last round.
Merv Williams, former middleweight champion of Australia, with us at TV ringside, and this is the 7th round. Round 7 and 8 to go. An 8-round event, the main event tonight. 2 rounds to go. How are you scoring it? Because I think it's an interesting one for those armchair referees. Little in it. Right on there. Bannister, probably the cleanest scoring punches through the fight. Uppercut by Peter Lyon. But if it's points for courage, there's nothing between them, believe me. Left hand jab by Lund, and again by Lund. Lund doing well in the 7th round. And another left hand by Bannister, but Lund back with a left. Halfway through the 7th round, Peter Lund working very strongly at close quarters.
Yes, Lund's strength is telling on now.
Good round by Peter Lund. A good uppercut that time. And he's in close once again. He scored a lot of points with that right hand uppercut. Jab now by Bannister. Lund getting in close once again. Now Bannister goes at the uppercut.
Bannister's falling to the trap of mixing it with Lund.
Right uppercut that time by Bannister. Jab by Lund. Good left and right now by Bannister. Uppercut by Bannister. Lund off balance and Bannister after him. Close to the end of the 7th. Right by Bannister. Good punch. Bell for the end of round 7.
Well, now we're coming up to the last round. Bannister's got a lead. Not an unbeatable lead. But I would think that Lund would have to do something exceptional to pull it out of the fire. He's boxed the better, he's varied his punches. Bannister's boxed the better, varied his punches the better, where the other boys depending on his strength.
8th round, and Ambrose Palmer gave Peter Lund a real push out from the corner and said, right, I'm into it in the last round. But this is what he has to do. Left hand jab now by Bannister, jab by Lund. Good left hook by Peter Lund. Lund stands in and goes left and right. Hard right hand by Bannister. Got Lund right on the chin. This is the action of TV Ringside on the 7 Network and associated stations throughout Australia. Peter Lund and Wayne Bannister fighting it out in the last round. In goes Peter Lund. Bannister lets go a big right hand. Scores with a left. They stand toe to toe.
Lund's a hard son of a gun to fight, isn't he? He never leaves you.
Both wonderfully game fighters, and Lund backs up and scores with a right to the head. And now right by Bannister, and down goes Lund. The referee makes no count. No count. Left and right now by Bannister. Referee not ruling a clean knockdown. Right now by Bannister. What a fighting last round. Right to the head by Lund, and Bannister's tangled up in the ropes. Half a minute to go. Right by Bannister. Both working hard to the body.
Oh boy, what a fight this is.
A right by Lund, hurts Bannister, left to the head by Lund. Bannister fights back. Bannister goes right hand. He's toe to toe they go, only seconds to go. Lund fighting desperately to pull the fight out of the fire. Up he goes again to Bannister. Bannister comes back with a hard right and left. Bannister answers the challenge, and Bannister the winner. Bannister the winner. There's the knockdown in video history fight. The crowd standing around the ringside and applauding two great welterweights. There's Moore closing in on Bannister with a minute to go in the 13th round. Up goes Moore again with that left hook. Right uppercut by Moore. Half a minute of the 13th to go. Two pretty weary fighters in there fighting for the Australian title. And although it looked earlier as though Moore was the one that was going to crumple earlier with the weariness, it looks now as though Bannister is really in trouble. Moore digging deep into his reserves of energy. Comes up now with left and right to the body. Left hook by Bannister. Bannister tries a left hook. Moore punching freely. Fell for the end of the 13th round. The 14th of 15 rounds. 2 rounds to go for the Australian Welterweight Championship. Bannister after Moore now. Moore back in the corner. Lifted to the body by Moore. Bannister flailing away, but Moore's holding on now. Got him by the arm. Terry Riley, the referee, separates them. Right hand by Bannister. After Moore again. Left hand jab. Moore makes the right hand miss. Moore left and right. Right hand by Moore. Misses with the next one, and Bannister falls in on top of his opponent.
Moore placing his punches the cleaner, and he's varying them well. That left hook could hurt Bannister then, push him off balance. This is a courage fight if you've ever seen one, by golly. These boys are game.
Lifted to the body by Moore, hit Bannister again. Bannister goes for the right hand. Left hand lead by Bannister. Moore back with the right hand. Lift to the body. Uppercut now by Moore.
Moore's experience is telling, fighting just as hard as he's got to, and he has his loaf, then he comes back with those hard punches. Grabs, he close, comes back again, another one, places him better.
Half a minute of the 14th round to go.
Both of them are so tired now. Neither would knock a chop off a gridiron, but still they're letting them go. Those arms must feel a ton weight.
Bell for the end of the 14th round.
Bannister putting a bit of grease on his face. Billy Cooper there. Boy, tired boy, but oh, what a heart. They've both got more heart than a bull elephant. They're just walking up there now. They're so tired. They won't let up. This has been a terrific fight. The crowd waiting for this last round. And up they come now for this, the last round.
Last round. 15th round. And there they go. After the touch of gloves.
Moore, I feel, has got a good lead. He's been placing his punches the better.
Moore pulling Bannister out of the corner. Bannister hits him with the right hand. Up goes Bannister again, but desperately tired, weary after 14 hard rounds. This the 15th.
That's experience. Moore showed you then in the corner. Wheeled him round and left him with the tickets.
Two minutes to go. Big left hook by Moore. Bannister chasing Moore, hits him with left and right. Moore holds on. Left hand and then a right to the head by Moore. The last round of the Australian Welterweight Championship.
And a worthy title to fight two were on. By golly it is.
Change of left-hand leads in the last round. Bannister throws himself off his feet. Half a minute to go. Bannister falls into a clinch. Here comes the referee's decision. It's only a second or two to go. And Paul Moore, the winner. Paul Moore, the winner. Falls over with exhaustion. Falls over with exhaustion at the end of the fight. Absolutely exhausted. Wayne Bannister slumped in the corner. He too exhausted. And the crowd standing around the ring applauding a magnificent Australian Championship match.
Well, the crowd are just standing and clapping, standing up everywhere. You don't see that very often. That's a fight and a half. My word, it was. Two great game, tough-cutting, courageous boys.
Right, hope you enjoyed the action on our TV Ringside presentation tonight, bringing you some of the best fistic action of 1973, and we'll bring you more boxing action next week at the same time.
Worried, kept on top of him, and I thought even the round with Bannister. Although he didn't do Bannister any harm.
2 rounds to go, 9 and 10.
Dicker trying for that long left hook or a long right hand from a distance. He's not worrying about a left lead. That's only a foil. Bannister beat him to the punch then. As Dicker went to lead a left hook, Bannister beat him with a nice left lead.
Good boy, get.
Bannister fighting a percentage fight now, not taking any risks.
Bannister's lead, short.
Bannister was going to do a left hook, then changed his mind and shot a right hand. There's a good combination by Bannister. That's class. Bannister back on top now.
Half a minute to go, There's a beautiful right hand by Bannister. Dicker holds on.
He has hurt Bannister. Bannister's hurt Dicker now. He's hurt him that time. Another right hand by that. But Dicker, dangerous.
Bell for the end of round 9.
Best round of the fight, that.
Last round.
Dicker will try and pull it out of the fire with one punch in this round. That's what he's got to do.
Let him make the mistakes.
Bannister letting him go at Dicker, and Dicker holding on desperately in this last round. 1 minute to go.
Bannister's not going to do much good forcing it like this, but if he runs into one, he could run into trouble.
Have a look at him.
That's not his cable, Bannister. He should not be standing in there and mixing it with this fellow.
Half a minute to go. Big right hand by Bannister. Dicker holding on once again. They're took by Dicker.
Now he's got Dicker tired. Now he's going to make the most of it. He's got Dicker really tired. He's on top now. I don't think Dicker would hurt him now if he had a hammer in each hand.
Only a few seconds to go. Bannister finishing all over Dicker, and Bannister the winner. Wayne Bannister the winner on points.
Well, that was a hard fight for you.
Of boxing on TV ringside. In the red corner, at 10 stone and 9 pounds from Queensland, Lyle Capewell. And his opponent, at 10 stone and 8 pounds, unbeaten Victorian welterweight, Wayne Bannister. Lyle Capewell, Wayne Bannister, 8 rounds, referee Terry Riley.
You fight under no foul rule, no low punching, no punching in the back of the neck or the
Australian champion in the welterweight division. He had 27 amateur fights, and he turned pro only this year. He lives in Thornbury, and he's a turner and fitter. He's had 5 professional fights unbeaten. Now, Lyle Capel, the boy without the gown, the rugged-looking boy from Queensland, works on Hornet Bank Station. He's had 12 fights. He's 23. He's trained by Jack Kelso. He comes down from the station. He was telling me boxers with the ringers and the shearers and what have you up. Then he comes down to Kelso to be finished off for his training. He was an amateur. He won the Southwest Queensland 9-9 championship.
Ready now for the first round of the main event on TV ringside. Out they come. Wayne Bannister, taller, in the lighter trunks and the white boots. Fighting the Queenslander, Lyle Capewell.
Bannister should be a good bit more polished than this rugged fellow.
Taller, longer in the reach than Capewell. Capewell weaving away. Capewell rushing in. Left hook goes to the right to the body. Bannister goes left hook to the head. Left hook to the head now by Capewell, forcing Bannister back on the ropes. Bannister trying to work that left hand, but Capewell stays in close. Left to the head and then a right to the head by Capewell. Bannister pumping up the left hand and Capewell weaving around. Left hand jab now by Bannister. Bannister jabbing a left hand at Capewell again. Left hand lead now by Wayne Bannister. Left-hand lead, he tries a left hook now, Bannister, but misses with a punch. Capel in close, and Capel hit him with a thumping left hook.
Yes, Bannister doesn't want to take any risks when he's in close there, swapping punches.
Left-hand jab, Bannister a little off target there and missing with a left hook, and Capel clipped him with a right hand again. The Queenslander looking pretty dangerous too, as a little bit of tape has taken off the lacing of the glove and just come loose. Bannister leading the left hand, Capel weaving away from it. Bannister going around, Capel setting himself, goes in, tries a left hand, Bannister pumping out the left hand lead. Left hand lead now by Bannister, he goes in, Capel ducks lower, right to the head now by Bannister. Capel weaving, comes up, left hook to the head. Beautiful left hook now by Bannister, and a right to the head by Bannister. Capel holding on as the bell goes. The bell for the end of the first round.
That was a close shave for the Queenslander that time, by golly.
How would a long, cool glass of courage draft go right now? Well, that's what we'll be having after the fights tonight. And brother, I'm looking forward to it. It's good to be able to enjoy the beer you drink at the pub or club, whether you, whenever you feel like it. Courage Draft in bottles, stubbies and cans is available.
Saved at the end of that round. I'm afraid that if he keeps on trading punches with Bannister, he's going to be in real trouble. Bannister's a real good puncher.
Here comes the bell now for the start of the second round. And there's Capel coming out of the corner. The Queenslander out into centre ring. Bannister moving in on left-hand lead now by Bannister, pumping left and right. A right to the head now by Bannister. Capel hitting with a left hook, but Bannister's back again. A right to the head now by Bannister. A right hand by Capel. He's going to try Bannister out apparently in a punching duel. I don't think that's going to help very much. Bannister coming off the ropes, the left-hand lead. Capel moving in, up on him. Wayne Bannister throwing the right hand. Capel gets in close. A right to the body. Hard right to the head now by Bannister. Left hook to the head now by Bannister. And he's got Capel back in the corner. There's Bannister raining leather on Capel. Capel weaving away, smothering up now. The referee's going to stop the fight. Referee stops the fight. And the winner is Wayne Bannister by a TKO in the second round.
He can punch so hard from so short a distance, so neatly.
Right, we'll be up in the ring in just a moment.
Boxing, he's very tentative. I was speaking to him in the room tonight before the fight, and I don't think I've seen him so toey. Hardly speak. It was his big comeback, and he's so intent upon making a success of this trial comeback that he could hardly talk to him. And he told me this is the biggest hurdle of his fighting career tonight, so when he gets wound up, he'll be going all right.
Up comes Nomura behind a left-hand lead. Stays in close to Bannister, and Bannister claims him. Nomura let a right hand go there as Bannister was on the move away. Bannister's left hand leads, that's Nomura, hits Nomura with the left end of the body, and Nomura back with a left hook. Long left leads by Bannister. Half a minute of this third round to go. Bannister scores with an uppercut.
That was a good punch, that. He hurt him when he came in. That's a hard punch to do that when they come into your right uppercut because you're open to a left hook.
Bannister's putting a bit of shoulder into his punches now. Nomura's trying to set himself for one punch too, but Bannister's got the edge in speed and he's beating him to the punch as the bell goes for the end of the round. Bannister's leads rather ineffective in this exchange and allows Nomura to get in close. And when he gets there, Nomura is unable to punch. There's Nomura. Right hand now by Bannister. That was a good right hand by Bannister. Comes up close to Nomura, hits him with a left hand, and a right hand by Bannister. Hit Nomura again. And the referee's got the count on Nomura. Oh, they were well-placed punches by Bannister. The referee is stopping it, and Bannister is the winner. Wayne Bannister winner by a TKO in... Comes up close to Nomura, hits him with a left hand, and a right hand by Bannister. Hit Nomura again. And the
That's great. He's had to go for the...
bell for the end of round 2. On video disc replay now. Let's see them. Hillary Connolly and Billy O'Connor. It was Connolly that wanted to grab that time. Good right hand by Connolly and uppercut by Connolly.
Yes, I thought they evened it up round. That round was a very even one. First one followed, then the other. I thought there was nothing in it. They both punched very hard and crisply.
Right hand.
That was a nice move by Connolly. Little back moving into the short right hand. I didn't think he could do this again. I didn't think he could do that.
Connor in behind that left-hand lead. Connolly just missing with that right hand. It was a hard punch. Left hook by O'Connor was a good punch. There's O'Connor. Good combination of punches. Right hand counter by Connolly. O'Connor still jabbing that left hand accurately. He's got O'Connor in full defence at the moment with a minute to go. Half a minute of this third round to go. Connolly looking very strong and very confident. He seems to have the ability to hurt O'Connor, but O'Connor gamely comes back at Connolly. Connolly punching hard with the right hand. He's hurt O'Connor.
Oh, his legs are wobbling.
O'Connor's legs have wobbled. Hard right hand by Connolly. Ooh. Bell goes to the end of a furious fourth round. Coming up now for what will be the fourth round of the Victorian Lightweight Championship.
And that was a great round for Connolly. Connolly was well on top of O'Connor that round. He actually had Connolly had him hurt. But game little fellow O'Connor. Ton of guts, come back very, very well. Connolly's blocking more punches tonight than I've seen him block for a long while, Ron. Ooh. Unfortunately, above the heads then. Connolly went inside unintentionally. Bumped his head.
To have a chance in this contest, Billy O'Connor has got to use his boxing. He's got to move around the ring. And if he stands and swap punches with a tough, hard-hitting Connolly, who's a great fighter tonight, defending his Victorian title, O'Connor's going to be in a lot of trouble. He's in enough trouble now, but he could be in more. To have a chance in the fight, he's got to move around the ring and he's got to take a little bit of the strength out of Connolly. Connolly's throwing great guns at the moment. Billy O'Connor, left to the body, right to the head, left to the head. Hilary Connolly short in the reach, but very accurate with his stabbing left hand. Bowls a hard right hand at O'Connor.
I've never seen Connolly punch as crisp, as fast.
A very confident Connolly indeed at the moment. 1 minute of this round to go.
I'll tell you, O'Connor's boxing better tonight, Ron, too. He's not so knockout crazy.
Good round. Bell for the end of round 4. This is the 5th of 10 rounds for the Victoria. Oh, a hard left rip to the body by Connolly. That was a well-placed punch. Sharp right hand now by O'Connor.
Oh, they're so short and punching so short and hard. Both of them. Connolly veering them nice. Left of the body, right of the head, left hook, left jab.
Pretty careless one by Hilary Connolly. Big right hand now by Billy O'Connor. Knocked Connor's mouth guard right out that time.
O'Connor comes back. He's game and he's tough too, tougher than he looks.
O'Connor right and left, right jolt, left hook now. Billy O'Connor fighting back now, challenging Hilary Connolly for the Victorian title. And the champion, Hilary Connolly, has got a fight at his hand in this 5th round.
Boy, this is a hard, head-to-head vicious fight. Every punch is hurtful.
Bell for the end of round 5.
That's really, you watch this, the short punching. Hello, Bird will track again.
Video this replay. Hilary Connolly and Billy O'Connor's that lift grip to the body by O'Connor. On the left, Billy O'Connor.
Well, I wouldn't have separated.
Hilary Connolly.
I wouldn't have separated on that last round. I thought it was a terrific round. Punch for punch and nothing in it.
Billy O'Connor challenging Hilary Connolly for the Victorian lightweight title. And there's O'Connor having a go at Connolly and Connolly matching him. There's a courage round if you like. The challenger fighting hard and the champion matching him. That left rip of Connolly starting to work now. Back comes O'Connor, looking right to the head. Right hand by Connolly, hurts O'Connor. Another right hand and O'Connor's down. Referee rules it a knockdown, and it was. Compulsory count of 8. Another right hand by Connolly. Back comes O'Connor.
O'Connor is dangerous when he's hurt, Ron. He can still punch. Missed that one. That was one loaded that Connor let go and missed.
O'Connor, right and left. Right hand by O'Connor, left hand jab by Connolly with a minute to go in the round.
O'Connor had his glove up then. He copied on his glove. Wouldn't do him any good. Great spirit. Their heads hit there and they both apologise. Great spirit between these kids. Not a trace of nastiness.
But O'Connor again that time. Bell for the end of round 6.
He looked like if he was gone then. You watch him come back. That wrong right hand. There's another one. That's the knockdown. A lot of them said here it wasn't a knockdown and they hooted when Terry put the count on him, but it was definitely a knockdown. But he came back hard and he was dangerous after that. He's a good puncher, O'Connor, places them well, but at the moment he's just not quite doing enough. I feel that he's letting Connolly steal the fight away from him.
There's Connolly on the right, O'Connor on the left.
And Connolly looks like if he's showing a little wear and tear too, and he must be because O'Connor has been landing quite a few.
7th round.
That was a round to Hilary Connolly, that last one. He was on top of Connor and too forceful and too many punches.
Connor in, two-handed hitting.
Punch up, Hilary, punch up!
Right hand by O'Connor that time, which was a loaded punch. Big right hand by Billy O'Connor. Connolly back with a left-hand jab. Fires a right to the body. Left hook by O'Connor. Right by O'Connor. Hard right hand by Connolly again. Here's another right hand, a booming punch go at O'Connor. O'Connor fires a straight left back at him. Short jolting right hand by Connolly was a good punch, and again. 1 minute of the 7th round to go. Half minute of this round to go.
Jab up with him, Hillary. Jab up with him. Come on, Hillary. Jab up, Hillary.
Bell for the end of round 7.
That round was, I'd give it to Connolly by a shade. O'Connor just quite didn't do enough, fought in spasms, whereas Connolly fought all the time, tried to take the lead all the time. O'Connor putting up a great fight and always dangerous, comes back when you think he's hurt.
Left-hand lead by the shorter-armed Connolly, defending his title against Billy O'Connor. Billy O'Connor, right to the head, left hook and left hook again. Reminding the champion that there is a challenger in the ring with him. Right and left to the head by O'Connor again. Terrific right hand by the champion, Hilary Connolly. O'Connor showed plenty of courage to stand on his feet that time. Billy O'Connor taking the fight up to the champion, and Hilary Connolly matching him. A minute to go in the round. The challenger, Billy O'Connor, certainly making a courage fight of it. Half a minute to go in this round. jabbing a left-hand lead, but from too far away as the bell goes to the end of round 8.
He's got a heart as big as a freshly cut lettuce. That's Connolly you're looking at now. Connolly, he's as tough as old boots. He walks up all the time, and he's not a terrific puncher, not nearly as hard a puncher as O'Connor, but he's stronger boy, and he's keeping the pressure up on O'Connor. But I thought O'Connor won that good. He put up a good fight that round. Come right back into the picture, and that was a terrific round by O'Connor because he's been the short end of most of the fight, and he's a lot of courage to come back like he did.
2 rounds to go, 9 and 10. Hilary Connolly defending his Victorian title against Billy O'Connor.
I don't think I've seen a fight for a long time, Ollie. So close, so punch for punch, you know. One lands, one and then the other one.
Billy O'Connor, left hook, right hand, left hook. Connolly back at him. Right hand by Connolly. Up he comes to O'Connor again. Connolly placing his punches now, getting in close. Getting up to his opponent, getting up to the challenger. Back comes O'Connor. Big right hand by Billy O'Connor, the challenger.
Oh, gee, the crowd are enjoying this one, aren't they? This is a real courage fight.
One minute of the round to go.
They're both very tired. But I think O'Connell's got a better direction now that they're tired. He's placing them better.
Oh boy, what a fight. What a championship match. For the end of the 9th round, and listen to that crowd.
And I think I've got Connolly ahead, and O'Connor will have to put on a real good one to pull it out, according to my scorecard. I think, looking at it generally, I would say that Connolly has done more than O'Connor. O'Connor punching better now. He's on the line better, and Connolly is a bit tired. He's a bit more tired, I think, than O'Connor. And now this is a really terrific fight. Not a great deal in it at all. It's just a matter how Terry sees this fight. We could be looking at different to us.
This is the last round. Billy O'Connor all set to fight his heart out in the last round to try and take the Victorian title from Hilary Connolly.
Oh, boy, what a fight.
2 minutes to go.
Well, O'Connor's winning this round well. That's all of it. Now O'Connor on the receiving end. The tide is changed.
You're watching the last desperate minutes of a great courage fight. The Victorian Lightweight Championship. Hilary Conley knocks O'Connor's mouth guard out again and has O'Connor back on the ropes now. The champion scores with a big right hand. 1 minute to go. Another right hand by Hilary Conley.
O'Connor won't go down.
O'Connor gamely stands up to it. Another right hand by Conley. O'Connor back on the ropes. Fights off again. There's 30 seconds to go as the champion scores with another right hand. Left hand lead by O'Connor. Game. Challenging still.
What a game for O'Connor, huh?
Off the ropes comes Conley again with a right hand, left hand. And Hilary Conley the winner on points.
Terrific fight. That was a terrific fight. And O'Connor just couldn't pull it out.
Peterland.
Boy, that was a... And O'Connor just couldn't pull it out.
Half, wasn't it? These two kids, you know, you've got to admire them. To me, either of them deserve the red badge of courage. Lund, he's the fightingest son of a gun that we've seen. He'd slap his grandmother down. Brendan, the other fellow, the other boy, he's coming up, improving every fight. Bannister could be anything. He's not quite as, probably not as quite as ferocious as Lund, but he's just as purposeful, more purposeful. He's got a great future, I think, this boy. And these two seem to just, you get fellows like that around that blend, and these two blend.
Well, this was a story of a fight that was taken at pretty short notice by Bannister. Peter Lund was slated to fight another opponent on this particular
That's
night.
right. He was going to fight Jackson, wasn't he?
That's right, and at the last moment, Jackson suffered an injury in training, and Bannister took the fight at literally just a few hours' notice. So this is it, the fight of 1970, Wayne Bannister and Peter Lund.
And this now on TV ringside is 8 rounds of boxing in the red corner at 10 stone and 8 pounds, Peter Lund. Peter Lund at 10 stone 8. In the white corner at 10 stone, 9.5 pounds, Wayne Bannister. Wayne Bannister, 10.5, Peter Lund, 10-8, 8 rounds, referee Terry Riley.
And now to the main event. The evening, Bannister. Bannister's had 7 pro fights. Peter Lund has 18. Bannister unbeaten. Lund is 24. Bannister 19. They have met 3 times, these two boys, for 2 draws and a very narrow win to Bannister.
We'll place one for our score to fight competition. Both wearing white trunks with dark stripes. Lund slightly the darker stripe. Lund the boy with the tattoos on the shoulder. Left hand lead now by Bannister, in close, left to the head by Lund. Corners are level at 6 and 6. 6 red, 6 white. And in this one, it's Lund in the red, Bannister in the white. Leading a left hand, Lund leading a left hand at Bannister. Hard left hand by Bannister. Lund comes in close halfway through the first round. Bannister leading at left hand at Lund. Good left hand now by Bannister. Lifted to the body by Bannister. Left to the head now by Bannister, and Lund stood right on top of him and hooked him with the left hand. I repeat that Bannister had taken the fight at short notice. The illness of Englishman Peter Craig left Lund without an opponent, but of course, not there's anything wrong with Bannister's condition. He fought last week and was scheduled to fight again next week. Really, he's in full training swing, but the fight was popped on him at pretty short notice, and there's the bell for the end of round one.
Nothing much in that round. Terry Riley there, he said put his points down, and I would say that Bannister would have a shade of the edge because he took the lead more and he used his left hand most. There's only a whisker in it.
Left hand to the body by Bannister. Good left hand by Bannister. And partner trains Peter Lund, and Johnny Cooper trains Wayne Bannister. Both trainers almost as dedicated to their art as the boys in the ring, because they're two very dedicated athletes, these pair. Left hand jab now by Lund. Lund's boxing career, when he turned professional, he had 7 fights for 7 wins when he suffered an injury to his hand in his work and lost the small finger off his left hand. Has come back after that to win 8 out of his next 10 fights. Left to the head now by Lund, jabbing a left hand, and another left hand jab by Peter Lund. Good left hand that time by Bannister, jab by Bannister. Left into the body by Bannister. Good boxing, good counter boxing by each boy. They're very evenly matched. Left hand, left to the head now by Lund. Bannister throwing a right hand from too far away. It's a little bit of 6s and 7s at the moment. Left to the head. Left hand jab now by Bannister. Second of 8 rounds. Left hook to the head now by Lund. Jab now by Bannister. Lund comes up to him. Left hand now by Lund as the bell goes for the end of the second round. Wayne Bannister coming out of the white corner for the third round.
Nothing between them in the last round. I wouldn't have separated them. They both landed about the equal number of blows.
Good left hand by Bannister. And again goes Bannister left hand. Lund moving towards him. Right and left now by Bannister. Hard right to the body by London. Bannister back with a left to the head. Left hand jab now by Bannister. Lead is by Lund. Good right hand counter to the left lead that time by Lund, and he keeps on punching. Bannister using that left hand well. And again, right to the head now by Bannister. Right into the body now by Lund.
Bannister seems determined not to stand in close and fight.
Good left box. Good hard left hand by Peter Lund. Left hand now by Lund. Hard right hand that time by Bannister. Jab by Bannister. Good right hand by Bannister again. Lund comes in, shooting a right hand to the body.
See Bannister push him off then. He knows that this one is stronger in close.
Good uppercut by Lund in close. That was a good... rights now by Bannister.
Oh, it's a good fight. Bannister got back on top.
Great battle. The bell for the end of the third round. Ambrose Palmer with Peter Lund in the red corner.
I thought Bannister won that last round. He boxed a little better. Lund fought back well, but Bannister was boxing a little the better.
Johnny Cooper with Wayne Bannister. Johnny Cooper with Wayne Bannister as they come up for the fourth round. Into the body goes Bannister. Jab by Bannister, taken on the glove by Lund. Good left hand now by Lund. Bannister back in the neutral corner. Halfway through the fourth round. Bannister back, left hand. In again. Bannister missing with the right hand. Back with the left. Up goes Lund. Left hand by Bannister. Half minute to go in the fourth round. Beautiful right hand by Bannister. Hurt Lund. Lund fights back. He was stung with that right hand from Bannister, but he backs up. Bell for the end of round 4. Wayne Bannister in the white corner.
He hurt Lund that time. Got him with a nice right hand. Bannister boxing a little better tonight, I think, than he boxed before. He's determined not to stand there and swap with Lund, who is stronger, tougher in close.
Out they come now for the fifth round.
I thought Bannister won that last round. Boxed better and he hurt Lund and had him very, very wobbly at one stage. That comes Lund out of Bannister, and Bannister back with a right to the head. Left hand lead now by Bannister. Left into the body by Bannister. Lund, left hand jab. Lund back to the camera now. Goes to the left hook. Bannister in close to him. The action on TV ringside. Two fine young welterweights, Wayne Bannister and Peter Lund. On TV ringside, coming to you on the 7 Network and associated stations throughout Australia. Halfway through the 5th of 8 rounds. The corners level, 6 and 6, and very little between this one. Peter Lund in the red corner and Wayne Bannister in the white. Now it's Lund with the back to the camera. Bannister in close, shooting a right hand to the body, a jabbing left hand. The referee is Terry Riley. Left hand lead now. Good boxing, but there's a mark on the left eye of Lund. Right to the head by Bannister. Lund stays in close. Half a minute to go in this 5th round. Jab by Bannister. Lund comes in again. Bannister burying his punches left. Left hook, left hook, straight left.
Good boxing, and the big crowd here at the TV ringside arena are applauding as they move and counter move. Left hand jab by Bannister, and Lund in close to him again. Left right to the head now by Lund. Another right to the head by Bannister. Bell for the end of round 5, and the crowd showing its appreciation of a great match.
I thought
Rupner
Bannister won
Fire
that last round. He was much more adeptly boxed beautifully. Got a good variety of punches, Bannister.
There's a good left-hand jab by Bannister. Shooting a right hand of the body and leaves the left hand once again. Caught by the right glove of Lund. Lund comes at him again. Left-hand jab
See
by
that
Bannister.
he's determined not to mix it with Lund tonight. That's good value. Lund's too strong.
Jab by Bannister.
See him getting down for that left grip then. That's a left grip and left hook. Right head Bannister. Third Lund with that right hand then.
Good right hand by Bannister. Lund stands into him, goes right to the body, tries to uppercut him. He's pulled off balance by Bannister. Clever move. But Lund stays in there, working to the body. Now jabbing well to the head. Stands in close. He's trying to put his head down, let him go. Plays the penalty. Bannister has better balance, but Lund keeps in fighting.
Oh, he's a fighting son of a gun lamb.
They both are. Lund goes right to the body. Left-hand lead now by Bannister. Uppercut from Lund. Good right hand by Lund, and he stands in close and goes again. Lead by Lund.
No matter how hard you hit, Lund, he backs up on you all the time.
Real courage fight this one. Close to the end of the 6th round.
Lund's tactics now is trying to tire Bannister out, trying to wear him down.
Good left hand by Bannister. Jab by Lund. Bell to the end of round 6. There's Wayne Bannister. It's just repeating that if you'd like to be with us at TV Ringside, it's a great night, believe me, right here in the big arena. Wayne Bannister and Johnny Cooper.
Well, Bannister had a tough time that time. I thought Lund worried him a good deal. Kept on top of him, roughed him and bullied him. And although he didn't land a great many clean punches, he stopped Bannister from doing a great deal. I wouldn't separate from that last round.
Merv Williams, former Welterweight Champion of Australia, with us at TV Ringside, and this is the 7th round. Round 7 and 8 to go. An 8-round event, the main event tonight. 2 rounds to go. How are you scoring it? Because I think it's an interesting one for those armchair referees. Little in it. Right on there. Bannister, probably the cleanest scoring punches through the fight. Uppercut by Peter Lund. But if it's points for courage, there's nothing between them, believe me. Left hand jab by Lund, and again by Lund. Lund doing well in his 7th round. And another left hand by Bannister, but Lund back with a left. Round. Peter Lund working very strongly at close quarters.
Yes, Lund's strength is telling on now.
Good round by Peter Lund. A good uppercut that time. And he's in close once again. He scored a lot of points with that right hand uppercut. Jab now by Bannister. Lund getting in close once again. Now Bannister goes at the uppercut.
Bannister's falling for the trap of mixing it with Lund.
Uppercut that time by Bannister. Jab by Lund. Good left and right now by Bannister. Uppercut by Bannister. Lund off balance and Bannister after him. Close to the end of the 7th. Right by Bannister. Good punch. Bell for the end of round 7.
Well, now we're coming up to the last round. Bannister's got a lead, not an unbeatable lead, but I would think that Lund would have to do something exceptional to pull it out of the fire. He's boxed the better, he's varied his punches. Bannister's boxed the better, varied his punches the better, where the other boys depending on his strength.
8th round, and Ambrose Palmer gave Peter Lund a real push out from the corner and said, right, I'll into it in the last round. But this is what he has to do. Left hand jab now by Bannister, jab by Lund. Good left hook by Peter Lund. Lund stands in and goes left and right. Hard right hand by Bannister. Got Lund right on the chin. This is the action of TV Ringside on the 7 Network and associated stations throughout Australia. Peter Lund and Wayne Bannister fighting it out in the last round. In goes Peter Lund. Bannister lets go a big right hand. Scores with a left. They stand toe-to-toe.
Lund's a hard son of a gun to fight, isn't he? He never leaves you.
Both wonderfully game fighters, and Lund backs up and scores with a right to the head. And now right by Bannister, and down goes Lund. The referee makes no count. No count. Left and right now by Bannister. Referee not ruling a clean knockdown. Right now by Bannister. What a fighting last round. Right to the head by London. Bannister's tangled up in the ropes. Half a minute to go. Right by Bannister. Both working hard to the body.
Oh boy, what a fight this is.
A right by Lund. Hurts Bannister. Left to the head by Lund. Bannister fights back. Bannister goes right hand. He's toe-to-toe they go. Only seconds to go. Lund fighting desperately to pull the fight out of the fire. Up he goes again to Bannister. Bannister comes back with a hard right and left. Bannister answers the challenge and Bannister the winner. Bannister the winner. There's the knockdown in video history fight. The crowd standing around the ringside and applauding two great welterweights. There's Wayne Bannister slumping back in the corner.
That last round was something worth going a long way to see. Lund threw everything he had. He won the round, but
Congratulations to Wayne Bannister. Wayne, we appreciate you taking the fight at such short notice, and you gave us a really wonderful bout. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, Ron. It was hard. He's a hard boy to beat. He's dedicated to the boxing world, you know. And congratulations to him, anyway.
It was a really great fight, and Johnny Cooper, I suppose you're quite pleased with it.
I'm hot, Ron.
You looked a little toey in the last round yourself.
Peter's always dangerous.
It was a really great contest. Thanks very much, Wayne Bannister. Peter Lund, great sportsman, great boxer, gave us another great contest tonight. Peter, bad luck, the points went against you, but by golly, you haven't lost any friends.
No, he deserved it. He deserved it. He kept as much pressure up on us, me. And a real good boxer.
You must know each other pretty well now.
Yeah, I reckon.
Every contest been a beauty. Thanks very much for the great fight tonight. Peter Lund. Good right hand. And again. Here's after he's about it. Oh, look at that. Left hook and down forward. Beautiful left hook. Right hand by Mahunga. Wonderful boxing by Kane. Left hook to the head. And that's how it happened.
boy, did you see that swing?
He hit with the right hand as he came in. Right on the chin. Beautiful right hand. Here is the knockout.
The first meeting of Young and Jackson, when Brendan Jackson biffed Mr. Young while he was down on the canvas, and promptly was disqualified by referee Terry Riley. Frank Young was suffering from a badly cut eye in that meeting. He'd recovered from it, and this was the story of the rematch.
Yes, the rematch, Young had a bit of trouble making the weight, I remember very, very vividly, and they thought he'd be pretty slow, and they thought that it'd be Brendan Jackson, and I thought too that Brendan Jackson would probably outbox him this time, and Jackson tried to box him, but Young was just too smart. It's the old story, experience. There's nothing in the fight game can equal experience.
Well, of course, Brendan Jackson spotted quite a bit of weight in this contest.
Yes, he
did pretty well.
Yes,
Frank Young and Brendan Jackson on TV ringside.
Presented by the 7 Network in association with Stadiums is a 10-round international match. Introducing from the red corner at 10 stone and 12 pounds, Frank Young. Ireland's Frank Young at 10 stone 12. And his opponent in the white corner at 10 stone and 7 pounds, leading contender for the Welterweight Championship of Australia, Brendan Jackson. Brendan Jackson, 10-7, Frank Young, 10 stone 12, 10 rounds, referee Terry Riley.
Well, as he calls him to the center now, Jackson, the taller of the two. Well, Young is 24 years of age. He's had 19 fights. He's a painter and decorator. He had 250 amateur fights. And Jackson is 24. He has had 26 fights. He's a butcher. Lives at Fern Tree Gully. And as Ron told you, they had a heck of a fight here the last time they met.
Yeah, almost continued down the dressing room, as a matter of fact.
Yes, they wanted it.
Frank Young in the dark trunks with white band and stripe. Against Brendan Jackson. First of the scheduled 10 rounds. Left hand by Jackson. Flush on the eyebrow that time of Young. Halfway through the round, Jackson scoring right to the body and left to the head. Left hand jab by Young. He's very quick in a typically English style, short jabbing left hand. Moving his feet fast, weaving away from the left hand of Jackson. Hard lift into the body by Frank Young. Right to the head by Young. Jackson moving back, Young stabbing a left hand lead. Coming up close to the end of the round. Left hand jab now by Jackson. And the bell for the end of round one. Ambrose Palmer there with the visitor to Australia, Frank Young. And across the ring in the fight corner, Johnny Cooper with Brendan Jackson. Up they come for the second. Good left hook now by Young. Jackson back with a lead. Jab into the body now by Young. Jackson leads the left hand. It's well short. Jabs the left hand. There goes left hand to the body. Left to the body by Young, and Jackson counters with the right hand. Young taking no chances, keeping at range because he made a very vehement claim that he was butted by Jackson the last time they fought. In fact, made a very unkind comment that Jackson would be a good fighter if he put a glove on his head, which caused quite a deal of uproar after the fight. And it's interesting tonight that in this rematch with Jackson that he's, despite his disadvantage in reach, he's trying to fight the fight at range and not getting into close quarters with Jackson at any stage. Jackson is inclined to be a little vigorous, shall we say, at close quarters. And Young is boxing at the moment in copybook style, keeping right away from Jackson, giving his Australian opponent no chance to rough him up in close quarters, and still able to place his left hand very accurately and well, whether it be to the head or the body. Bump of heads then.
I thought it was a bump of heads too.
Yes. Both scoring with left hooks. Bell for the end of round two. 3. We'd like to see you with us at TV Ringside because it's always a pretty lively night. Left-hand jab now by Jackson, jabbing up well with the left hand, using his advantage in reach to good effect that time, beating Young to the punch, and placing his left-hand jab
very well indeed. Jabs the left hand hard once again at Young. Young coming in close. Jab by Young. Young going in well. Left to the body and then right to the head. Moved away quickly, brushing at his eyebrow, but there's no damage there. In fact, there was no punch landed in that area. Jackson inclined to reach a little that time with his left hand lead. Left into the body now by Young. Young fighting a very safety first fight. Taking no chances at all, keeping at range. Stepping in, scoring with a left hand lead to the body. Scoring points all the time. And again, Jackson letting go a whistling left hook, but missing with it. Jab by Jackson. Right to the head by Young. Clever move by Young. Left hand jab now by Jackson. Jab by Young again. Hard right, left and right to the head now by Jackson. Young scoring with the body. Young goes in again. Left hook now by Jackson. A jab by Young. Half minute to go in the third round. There's a left to the body and a hard right to the head by Brendan Jackson. In once again. Young goes left and right to the head. And he's got Jackson in real trouble now. Jackson holding on. Beautiful placement of punches by Frank Young. A flurry of leather that almost put Jackson down. Close to the end of the third round. Beautiful punching by Frank Young. Jackson in close now, wrestling with Young. One of the few clinches of the fight so far. Young moves up again, right into the body by Young, and a bell goes to the end of round 3. Brendan Jackson.
Well, it was a good round for Jackson that time on. Very good round for at least, I meant to say, Young, the Irish boy. Very good round. Smothered him with punches, hurt Jackson. Jackson was in trouble, had held on a great deal. Jackson was boxing well until Young cut loose. Young's a percentage fighter. He just back moves enough to make the miss, and he's back on top of Jackson in a moment. I think he's boxing better than when he boxed here last time.
Into the fourth now. Frank Young with a very good third round behind him. Jackson, left hand lead. Oh, beautiful right hand now by Young. Hurt Jackson again. Jackson comes out, stands in the close quarters. The left hook now by Frank Young. Jackson's in trouble. Jackson back with a right to the head. Right into the body by Frank Young. A right to the head by Jackson. They're playing for keeps now. Right to the head by Jackson. He's come adrift though, however. Misses with a right hand. Young's punching beautifully, but Jackson backs up with a right to the head. To go now, left into the body by Young. Jab by Jackson, and Young goes hard to the body. Left hand lead now by Jackson. Young gets in close again. Jackson comes back left and right. Right to the head by Young. There's Jackson again, and Jackson holds on.
Jackson was hurt that time with the right hand there.
Halfway through the fourth round.
Young's burning his punches beautiful, Ron. Downstairs and upstairs. Jackson holding on.
Young with a left hand there. It was a little low too, but didn't cause Jackson any trouble. It's the left and right combinations of the head that are giving Jackson all the trouble at the moment. Young comes after him. A left hand lead by Young, jabbing up well. Swings a right hand to the body. Now Jackson back with left and right to the head. Right to the head by Jackson again. Half a minute to go in the fourth round. Left hand lead by Jackson. Young gets away in close, scores with a right hand. Looks as though Jackson's eye's in trouble again. Left hand lead, or is it? No, it's okay. He was brushing at it. Had his back to me at that stage, and he was brushing at it. I thought he might have been in trouble. Left hand lead now by Jackson.
That right hand over the top by Young is the one that's catching Jackson and hurting him.
Left hand lead now by Young. Jab by Jackson again. Young in close. Hard left hand jab that time by Brendan Jackson. A furious fourth round that one, and the crowd applauding. The big crowd at TV ringside showing their appreciation of a great fighting round by Brendan Jackson and Frank Young. The bell for the end of the fourth. There's Brendan Jackson back in the corner. And he's got a couple of marks underneath the eyes, grazes under the eye, but okay, as he nods his head to Johnny Cooper. The bell is gone for the end of the fourth.
Very Riley is... that was a good round by Young again. He's catching Jackson with that long right hand over the top, and he's hurting him.
I think Young knows that he's got to get on with the business, because the longer the fight goes, the more danger he is. He's going to run into trouble. A terrific right hand that time by Jackson, and he split Young's eye.
Young's eye's gone, and it was from a punch. A beautiful right hand.
Now
It's rough in close now. Young's eye's gone, but it was done from a punch, no doubt about it. Now here's Young fighting hard. Left hand jab by Jackson. Blood streaming from the cut on Young's eye. Left and right to the body by Jackson. A furious 5th round in this main event on TV Ringside, coming to you on the 7 Network and associated stations throughout Australia. It's rough and hard in close now. A right to the head by Young. But the tide of battle has swung against Young now with a cut on the eye. A right to the head now by Young. Jackson in close. Young knew the time was running out for him. The longer the fight went, the more danger there was that he'd suffer a cut on the eye. And Jackson did that with a terrific right hand, flush on the eyebrow, split the eye, and now Young is fighting against odds after seemingly being well on top. Right into the body now by Jackson. Left to the head by Jackson. Referee separates them away once again. Left hand jab now by Young. Jackson's got him in a headlock. Jackson roughing him up in close. Hard right that time by Jackson. Young fights back. Left hand lead now by Young. A right and left into the body by Young. Left hand jab by Young. Just gets away from the right hand from Jackson. Right into the body by Young again. Close to the end of the 5th. Right and left by Young once more. Bell for the end of round 5.
Well, Young got his eye cut, but not cut so terribly bad. And Young was a bit handicapped. He wasn't as free with his punching, and the other fellow, Jackson, really cut loose. Terry Riley's come and have a look. Just hasn't looked, satisfied himself okay. Ambrose said it's not bad the way he went back to his corner. That was the best round Jackson has had so far.
Round 6 it is, and Young goes after Jackson. It's pretty hard in close. Once again, left hand by Young. Jackson scores with a good left hand lead. Jab now by Jackson. Young fires a right to the body. A wild right hand thrown by Jackson that time. In close. And the referee has something to say to Jackson then. A right thrown by Young. Left into the body by Young again. Oh, it's hard in there now. Lead by Young. Jackson goes an uppercut. Young fights back. Halfway through the 6th round. Left hand lead by Jackson. Young's in on top of him, however.
Young's punching well downstairs, Ron. He's hurting Jackson with some body punches.
Beautiful right to the body by Young. Left to the head by Jackson. Young goes for the body again. Right by Young. Left hand jab by Jackson. Half a minute to go in the 6th round. Right into the body by Young again.
Gee, this is a hard fight. Everyone loaded. Young's varying his punches much better than Jackson.
Actually, Jackson's firing for that cut, and he's not varying his punches, you say, nearly enough. Merv, left to the head by Young. He pushes Young back onto the ropes. Referee's working hard to get them apart as the bell goes for the end of round 6. Having a look at the cut on Young's eye. And he's having a pretty hard look at it at the moment. It looks as though he's going to... No, he's letting it go.
Yes, he's letting it go. I thought he was going to... He asked Ambrose then what to do.
Marking his score after 6 rounds.
He had a sharp word with Ambrose, and Ambrose said, we'll let it go another round. I didn't think the cut looked so badly that time. Didn't bleed so bad, and Jackson was shooting for it. But that was a good round by Young. Young's got a lead, a handy lead. And he's boxing very well.
7 it is. Left hand jab by Jackson was a good punch. Young tries to get Jackson back in the referee's corner.
Young going all out in the 7th round. Left-hand jab by Jackson. It's a good punch, however. Young throws the right hand and he misses, and Jackson backs up with that left hand.
Rough in there on his clinches there. It's not doing anything purposely, but they're not being very careful with the other.
They're letting him wander around a little. Jackson finds now that Young, who was fighting at range early in the fight, now that he suffered the cut to the eye, is coming in close at every opportunity, closing the fight up and ripping both hands hard into the body. There's a left hook by Young, good punch, let go a big right hand and misses. A right to the head by Jackson. Young going for the body again.
Fighting well to the body, Young.
Left-hand jab now by Young. A right to the head by Jackson. Oh boy, this is a whale of a fight. Jackson spotting 5 pounds in weight. That was at weigh-in time today at midday. Too young.
Did you see that? Put his hand up and pull it down right on the ear. Young.
Into the body goes Jackson this time. Young pulls Jackson off balance. They're both using every trick in the book, but I think Young knows a few more.
Jackson's eyes graze now.
Young tried to back off that time and come back with a right-hand counter and missed with it.
They're both getting a bit tired.
Tired with it.
Very hard to say.
Left to the head by Jackson. Up comes Young again, goes for the body. Bell for the end of round 7. Frank Young slumping down in the corner as Ambrose Palmer gets up there with him, and Riley coming across. Terry Riley coming across to have a look at the cut again. Terry Riley apparently satisfied, let it go. Terry Riley, after having another look at that cut, has allowed the fight to continue. 8, 9 and 10 to go. And there's Brendan Jackson back in the white corner. And they're working there on Frank Young in the red corner.
Well, it's a hard fight. There's not a great deal in it now. Jackson, I thought, had a shade the better that round. The Young's tiring a little bit. They're both tiring, as a matter of fact, but Jackson's just a little bit fast.
Frank Young and Brendan Jackson coming to you on TV ringside through the 7 Network and associated stations throughout Australia. And as tough and as hard a fight as we've seen for quite a long day. Left-hand jab now by Young. This time it's Young fighting at range, as he did in the first 2 rounds.
He's going to fight a percentage fight now. That's his long suit too.
Apparently feels that he's got enough points on the board to give him a little bit of an edge in the fight, and he's going to fight it cool. He misses with his lead that time, but Jackson's unable to counter. Jackson. Young back with a neat left hand. It was a real stab with that left hand lead. Placed it very well. Right hand by Jackson as he caught up with Young. Left hand by Jackson. But the bell goes to the end of a clever 8th round by Frank Young. Bell for the end of the 8th. All right, this is round 9 coming up, 9 and 10 to go, and Brendan Jackson's going to have to get a hustle on.
Yes, he's got to get a hustle on now. The other fellow's still got his nose in front. There wasn't much in that round. And overall, the Irishman has been placing his punches the better, varying them, and doing a lot better with his body punches.
The ninth it is. Good left hand, hard, hurtful left hand punching by Frank Young. There he goes again. Jackson can't catch up. Misses with right and left. Beautiful right and left that time by Young. Left hand to the head by Jackson. Left hand jab by Jackson, jab by Young. Right uppercut now by Jackson. Left hand by Young as Jackson misses with his right.
Nice boxing by Young. Good anticipation. Back movement and jab back with the left hand.
Halfway through the ninth round. Good body punching by Frank Young.
Good boxing on.
Half a minute to go in the ninth round. Bell for the end of round 9. Young back in the corner. The referees come across after 4 of the earlier rounds to look at the cut on Young's eye, and then Young set about keeping himself out of trouble. And there he is back in the red corner with Ambrose Palmer tailing him down. Terry Riley marking his scorecard with 1 round to go. Can Brendan Jackson pull the fight out of the fire? Because I feel that he needs a pretty tremendous effort in this last round.
Yes, I got Young nicely ahead. I thought he won that round very nicely. Boxed beautifully, anticipated Jackson's lead, and just back moved enough to be in distance and popped in with a straight left. Jackson just couldn't nail him. Jackson still should be doing more. He's got to bustle this fellow and pull something right out of the bag this time.
Last round, round 10.
Now Jackson tried a right hand over top that time. He hasn't tried it all night. Should have been doing that before. Letting that right hand go on top.
Through the last round. Young once again with left and right to the body. Beautiful left hand leading by Frank Young. Half a minute to go. Jackson desperately trying to save the fight. Young boxing masterfully. An action-packed finish for the main event on TV ringside.
applauding. A really great fight on TV ringside.
That was a real hard fight, and Jackson just left his run too late. If he'd have tried as hard in the early stages of the fight as he did in that last round, well, you saw how he worried Young. Young couldn't have run around all the time. Young boxed beautifully, a percentage fight.
You never gave up chasing, and you really made a great fight out of it.
Well, I'll say this for him, Ron. He's about the best one I've fought. Very hard to catch. Very, very hard.
Well, you tried pretty hard and you made a great fight of it. Certainly you didn't lose any friends tonight. Thanks for
I'll try, Ron.
Thanks, Terry, for score the fight. Thank you, pal. Frank Young, thanks, Frank, for a great exhibition of boxing.
Thanks, Ron.
Masterful display.
I really enjoyed it.
You had your troubles with the cut in the eye.
Yeah, that one and then this one in the last round. It was a good fight.
It was a great fight. We enjoyed it very much. You had a bit of an advantage in weight, but you certainly treated us to a great exhibition of boxing. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks for this.
Frank Young, the winner on points over Brendan Jackson, and I think you'll agree it was a real thriller. Here is the knockout. Johnny of action once again in the big arena of TV ringside.
Welcome to TV Ringside. It's our usual date at this time each week when we give you real action. Tonight we're going to show you three of the contests that really brought the TV Ringside fans to their feet during 1970. Nick Weeder versus Mick Corcio, Rocky Mattioli and Grinstead, Kahu Mahunga and Mick Cain. And the first contest, Nick Weeder and Mario Corso. That was a pretty lively one. Merv Williams, former middleweight champion of Australia, Sporting Globe boxing writer who has been our great companion right through 1970 on TV Ringside.
Well, that was a great fight, Ron, wasn't it? These two fellas, too big to be a man and too small to be an elephant, and they just punched lumps off each other, didn't they?
Well, that's the first contest on our TV Ringside special tonight, Nick Guida and Mario Corsi.
They're both well padded, believe me. A couple of miniature Tony Galentos.
That's Guida letting them go. Whoa there! They'll be so frisky in the third round. Corsi letting them go. Guida goes left and right. The big fellas are at it and down goes Corsi. Mario Corsi didn't want to take the count.
Oh, boy.
Look at Guida back in the corner, wants to go again. Here we go now. The action's on TV Ringside. Go there. That's Corsi back on the ropes. Corsi throws a right hand. Right hand by Guida.
Well, I've never seen two light heavyweights the same weight and the same build.
You say it was a good match. Right to the head there by Guida. Close to the end of the first round.
They're a couple of General Grant tanks, aren't they?
Whoops there. Whoa! There we go. There goes the bell for the end of round one. This was the knockdown. This is how it happened. Guida goes bang, and bang, and down goes Corsi. That's how it happened in the first round, but they're still there. Look at that. Not too much at all.
Now, look, if you like my bidder, try the courage, boy. Remember.
Here we go, look at this. Oh, boy, the second round. You all right, mate? Mario Corsi and Nicky Guida into the second round. Guida with back to camera. Of course, he's the one with the athletic build. Guida moving up on Corsi. Left hand lead now by Corsi. Guida trying to hit him with the right hand. Hello, back to southpaw.
Any ball in his form.
Corsi switching to southpaw. Shoving up with the right hand. You get whacked right on the chin in a minute if he does that. Half a minute to go in the second round. Whoa there! Guida keeps on punching. Of course, he stays up to him.
Guida just a little more accomplished. He just has a few more punches.
Close to the end of the second round.
Tell you what, they'll be looking for petrol tickets pretty soon.
The bell for the end of round 2.
Bloody move a second. No telling.
This will be the last round coming up with this one between Nick Guida and Mario Corsi. A couple of hefty gentlemen. There's Mario Corsi back in the white corner.
He's just.
And there is Nick Guida.
Guida just got a shade of the points in this fight. Not that there's a great deal in it. They both owe Al Basson, I would say, a good bit of points.
Here they come now for the last round. Of course, he's scoring left and right. Now he has his back to the ropes. Corsi landing a good right hand. And again, and again.
Boy, did you see that swing? Right from the two bob seats. Whoa.
This is the last round.
They mightn't be the best fighters, Ron, but the best managed fighters we've seen in a while, eh?
Yes, there's been no battle to make weight in this pair, I'll tell you that. Oh, he puts the southpaw and scored, getting close to the end of the third. Corsi, his right hand forward, and Guida the winner. Nick Guida, 13 stone, red corner, winner on points over Mario Corsi, white corner at 13 stone 1.
the heavyweight action in that one between Guida and Corsi, Merv.
My word, they certainly disturbed the peace, didn't
I'll
they?
say. Some of the things that happened in ringside during the year and were the subject of considerable controversy right through the season.
Yes, there was quite a few controversial happenings, but I think Terry came through with flying colours.
I think so too. Let's see some of the action from TV Ringside, caught quickly by Channel 7 TV Ringside cameras through 70.
Masser inclined to hold with the left hand and front with the right. Goes left and right. He follows Ferrari across the ring. He belts a big right hand at Ferrari's body. He pulls Ferrari into the back of the head, lets him go with the right to the body and left to the head. And apparently Masser has decided to liven things up in this round a little as he goes left and right to the head. The referee reprimanding now Masser for holding and hitting. And Masser also getting a little bit rough there too. That's at the moment.
He's putting a headlock on him. He's doing everything.
He looked a very gentle fellow in the first round, Masser, but he's really letting them go now, holding and hitting and giving the Australian champion, Paul Ferrari, a very rugged time.
It's so hard, Ron. They're making it so hard for themselves.
Ferrari attempting to punch, putting Ferrari back on putting Masser back on the ropes. Look at Masser trying to put his head under him. Ferrari comes back with a butt. Masser coming in close and Ferrari clipping him with the right hand. Pushes Masser back on the ropes and hits him with the right hand once again. There's Masser trying to butt once again. And the referee stopped the fight. And he's disqualified him. He's disqualified Masser.
Going with him. But this will be one where I would say for Filipino. Oh, look at that. Did they touch gloves or didn't they? We went to shake hands. Oh, what a sensation. What a sensation. Disqualified. Terry Riley is disqualifying.
Hildy Conley with one mark, that's on the left eye. The referee had a hard look at early in the fight. It hasn't given him any worries since then, but the little Scott's been battered about a bit, and he shows quite a few of the... Conley stopped him as the referee doesn't count. The end of the fight, and the referee stops the fight. Here is the knockout. A great punch by Hilary Conley, putting Baxter, there he is, and one more, and the right-hand punch, and down goes Baxter. And we hope wherever you watch the length and breadth of Australia that you've enjoyed the action from the big arena of TV Ringside. Here's Brendan Jackson now and Frank Young. Left-hand lead now by Jackson, jab by Young. Nasty clash of heads, that's a bad one. And it's a bad cut. The cut's really open up now. That was a bad clash of heads. Left hook to the head now. Right to the head by Young, and he's almost split Jackson. Left and right by Young. Left-hand lead by Jackson. It was a bad clash of heads. Left-hand lead now by Young, by Jackson. Going after Young, hits Young with the right to the head. Young ducking and weaving now. Young, I think he's disqualified Jackson. Jackson's been disqualified. Jackson has been disqualified.
He's disqualified.
Yes, he's disqualified him for hitting Young. For hitting Young. When Young went down.
The other boy couldn't see. Blood was in his eyes. He put his hands down on the ground. As soon as he did...
He's disqualified Young. Disqualified Jackson for hitting Young. When Young went down, actually Young went down because of the fact that he literally couldn't see. Jackson wants to take Young on, wants to take everybody on, up there in the ring. Jackson's very unhappy about the whole thing. Jackson going out of the... Now he's arguing the point with the referee.
That was an unfortunate accident. Well, that wasn't an accident. An unfortunate move by Brett Jackson. In the heat of the moment, the other boy went down. He couldn't see, and he was absolutely gone. He was just going to call it a night. And as soon as he did, the other fellow went over and hit him. Can't understand why Jackson did it.
For hitting his opponent when his opponent was on the floor. Brendan Jackson has been disqualified, and the decision by disqualification is to Frank Young. Bad luck, Brendan.
Yeah, very bad luck. I thought he dogged it. He's sitting on the ground like a dog. It's his bad luck. He won't give up. He went down with a punch.
Yeah. Still, did you, was it just a follow through or didn't realise he was on the, didn't realise on the floor?
What about the headbutts and all he's been doing all night? I'm not squealing.
Never mind. Away it goes. Yeah, just take it again.
Well,
Okay.
that one the last, and this one the last. This one was the one was troubling early. That's not bad.
Just couldn't quite see it, didn't
Nasty one.
Should put a glove on his head. It'll be all right.
All right, Frank. Thanks very much. The decision is to Frank Young by disqualification in the last round. Frank Young wins on disqualification against Brendan Jackson. Next week's TV ringside, Paul Bink fighting Manny Santos. Plenty of action once again in the big arena of TV ringside. Hope you've enjoyed the action and good night. Oops. Oops. I think we can say good night to you all from TV ringside.
Round 6. Here goes Mahanga. Left hook and down goes. Oh, a beautiful left hook. Down goes Manila. No doubt, he's out. 8, 9, he's out. Left hook by Mahanga. And Mahanga wins by a knockout in the 6th round. Oh, here's how it happened. To the body. And then around comes the hook. And that's how it happened. And Mahanga wins by a knockout.
Well, here it is. Matty Ali and Grinstead on TV ringside.
At 30 amateur fights. He stopped Tony Salter last week in his first pro fight. It'll be a tough fight for Grimstead. The boy, the light-haired boy of the two. Mattioli, at the moment, he come from Italy, but now living in Morwell, up in the Rogue Valley. That's Mattioli leading the dark boy with the dark stripe down his trunk. Hard puncher, very deliberate. Grimstead a good boxer.
Grinstead is the fair-haired boy. Mattioli, the dark-haired ex-Victorian amateur champion.
Mattioli very strong, rugged, doesn't want to be in there close, and he wants to get out and punch.
Left hand now by Mattioli, working well with it. Grinstead, nicely balanced, moving up the left hand of the head. Jab, left hand jab, once again. Left hand lead of the body now by Mattioli, punching out the left hand. Grinstead comes in with a right to the body, and then a left to the head. This will be followed by the 6th rounder, in which the other Cape World boy, Sid Capewell from Toowoomba, will be fighting Rocco Spanja, and then the main event, Kahu Mahanga and Mick Kane. The action is on TV ringside, coming to you through the 7 network and associated stations throughout Australia. A very special hello to viewers through BTV Western Victoria, BCV, Central Victoria, who've joined us tonight, and GMV Goulburn Valley Television. A good right hand now by Mattioli as he piles into Grinstead, and Grinstead is holding on. That right hand by Mattioli hurt Grinstead. Then goes the right hand again. Mattioli tears after his opponent with a right to the head, and a right hand uppercut once again by Mattioli. Grinstead is holding on desperately here, and the referee is pushing them apart. Left hook to the head now by Grinstead as he flies into Mattioli. Comes back, and Mattioli goes with a right hand. Here comes the bell now. The bell for the end of round 1.
Grinstead is trained by Ambrose Palmer. He'll need all that evasion and defense that Ambrose teaches him. This fellow, Mattioli, is a tough, rugged fighter.
In comes Grinstead, and Mattioli nails Grinstead with a right to the head. Grinstead backs up with a left hand. Right hand now thrown by Mattioli, but he misses the punch.
Mattioli is knockout crazy. He's too anxious to land that right hand, not watching enough.
Left hand jab now by Mattioli, working well with it. Good left hand lead by Mattioli. This is the way the boys love to fight on TV ringside. And there's a big right hand by Mattioli, but Grinstead takes it well. Backs up. Grinstead, the snowy head boy, comes away from the ropes now. Left hand jab now by Grinstead.
Mattioli going for the right hand to the body, and Elbaston, the referee, gets them apart.
Mattioli got a terrific body round. Look at that beautiful development. He's a strong, rough fella.
Good left hook now by Mattioli, and a right to the head by Mattioli, and Grinstead backs away. A left to the head now by Mattioli. Grinstead in there and claiming him in this second round. Up comes Grinstead, left-hand lead and a good right to the head by Grinstead. Tight defence. Mattioli misses, clash of heads. Right hand now thrown by Grinstead. Mattioli leads the left hand. Grinstead slips the punch. Right to the head now by Mattioli. Grinstead weaving on the ropes. Half a minute to go in the second round.
Mattioli waiting for that big punch all the time. He should be taking the lead more. Grinstead not using his left hand enough. Getting into trouble. This one is worrying him with that right hand.
Mattioli misses with the right hand. Left to the head by Mattioli and goes with the right. Left hand lead now by Grinstead as the referee separates them away. Getting close to the end of the second round. Right hand now by Mattioli. Grinstead comes out of the corner. There goes the bell for the end of round 2. Coming up now. Here it is, third round. Grinstead, the fair-head boy, coming out of the red corner, and he's fighting Rocky Mattioli. Grinstead at 9-8, Mattioli at 9-8 also. And it's a 4-round contest, and they're in the third round. Here they go now. Mattioli coming away from the ropes and going back into center ring very quickly. Grinstead trying to lead the left hand. He's got an advantage in reach, but Mattioli probably the harder puncher. Neither boy shirking the issue, standing right up to their task in a real courage fight. They left to the hell, hard right to the head by Mattioli. He's hurt Grinstead. Grinstead back in the neutral corner now, trying to hold on to Mattioli. And Mattioli letting them go. Grinstead desperately defending here. Left hand lead now, and a right to the head.
My word, Mattioli will be a good prospect if they're going to teach him to curb his impetuosity, take his punches.
He really likes to fight, lets them go always. Right hand uppercut, hard right to the head now by Mattioli. Left to the head by Mattioli, right to the head by Mattioli again. This is the third of 4 rounds. Hard right to the head by Grinstead was a good punch. Mattioli fights back. Mattioli moves out. Grinstead scores with a left-hand lead. Referee separates them away once again. A left-hand jab now by Grinstead. Half a minute to go in this third round.
It's a good courage performance by Grinstead, Ron. Backing up all the time.
Left to the head now by Grinstead. In a close, he's holding on to Mattioli, and Mattioli jumping around a little, and almost a couple of head clashes then. Left-hand lead now by Mattioli, forcing Grinstead back into the corner.
Mattioli a headhunter at the moment, hasn't shot one downstairs.
Only a few seconds to go to the bell. Here comes the bell now. The bell for the end of round 3. Now there is the bell for the last round, round 4.
Mattioli is on top because he's forced to fight more. Grinstead fought back well in that last round.
He's forcing the fight right now. Right to the body and a right to the head, and then he gives the left hand. Grinstead inclined to hold on with that left hand. Short right to the head by Grinstead, in close. Mattioli coming back. Left and right to the head. Look at Mattioli go now. Forcing Grinstead back, and Grinstead is holding on. Left hand and a right to the head by Mattioli. Left hand jab now by Grinstead. A right to the head by Mattioli. Long left-hand lead now by Grinstead. A right to the head by Mattioli. So left to the head now by Grinstead. Mattioli forcing Grinstead back. Right hand uppercut now by Grinstead. A left-hand jab now by Grinstead. Mattioli in close. Grinstead going left and right to the body. A right to the head. Left to the head now by Mattioli. Hard right to the body by Mattioli. It's Grinstead coming in close. Beautiful right to the body. Grinstead comes up and Mattioli gives the body again. Left and right to the body now by Grinstead. Gamely fighting back. Right to the head by Grinstead, but he's trying to stay in close. Trying to stay safe in the last few seconds of the fight. Mattioli's hurt him with body and head punches. Hard body punch again by Mattioli.
He's a good prospect, Mattioli.
Here's Mattioli coming up once again. Right to the head by Mattioli. Right to the head now by Mattioli. Grinstead striving hard to get back into the fight. But Mattioli has an answer all the way. Left-hand jab now by Mattioli. Grinstead comes in and Mattioli hits him with the right hand. Grinstead fighting back. Right to the head by Grinstead. Punch for punch now in the last seconds of the fight. Referee's decision coming up now as Grinstead scores with a right to the head. But they tangle up on the right. Mattioli the winner. Rocky Mattioli, 9-8. The white corner, the winner, on points over Glenn Grinstead at 9 stone 8.
The main event on this particular presentation of TV Ringside, Kahu Mahanga and Mick Cain. Kahu Mahanga, who was the TV Ringside fighting star of 1970 against Mick Cain. Surely one of the most dramatic bouts of the year, Murph.
Oh, stands out like Granny's only tooth, this one, Ron. Mahanga and Cain, we had a terrible lot of trouble trying to pick which would be the best fight of the year. And believe me, this ran a close second. It was dramatic. And Cain, who'll ever forget Cain in this fight?
He was gone in the first round, gone in the second round.
He was gone like a nigger to a social, and he came back and he was as tough in his game. Mahanga hit him on the whiskers. He was up and down well, he didn't go down, but I tell you what, he wobbled like a drunken sailor.
I see.
Like a drunken sailor.
That's better. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Mahanga and Cain on TV Ringside.
His mother was a Scot. He comes from Tokoroa. He's had 20 fights. He's a rigger. Mick Cain, 23, had 100 amateur fights. He won the championship of Essex, East London, and also London. He was runner-up to Chris Finnegan in the Olympic trials, and Finnegan now is one of the leading middleweights in the whole of England. He's a roof tiler, but Mick Cain has his own business in London. He's had 13 pro fights, and as Ron told you, won the lot. 10 of them inside the distance. He boasts that he's never been sat down. Well, tonight we'll see. He'll be
Johnny
tested out tonight.
In the corner with Mick Cain. Ready now for the first round. Mick Cain in the dark trunks, Kahu Mahanga in the white trunks. Left hand lead by Mahanga. Mick Cain with a left hand lead. Mahanga back with a left hand jab. Left hand jab by Mahanga. Left hook by Cain. Mahanga moving in. Left hand lead by Mahanga. Cain coming back with a left hand. In comes Cain. Left hand lead by Mahanga. Jabs the left hand at Cain. Cain goes with a left hook. Cain moving up. A left hand jab now by Cain. Left hook now by Mick Cain. Right hand thrown by Mahanga. He misses and Cain clobbers with the right hand but also misses. The action's on TV Ringside. Mick Cain and Kahu Mahanga. Left hand now by Mahanga. There's a left hook now by Cain. Moving in. He's a little chubby fellow, is Mick Cain from England. Left-hand jab now by Cain. And Mahanga, left-hand lead, putting Cain on the end of that long left hand. The lead is by... in goes Cain with a right to the body and left to the head. Left-hand jab now by Cain. Left hook now by Cain, going in close once again. Mahanga stays in close. Reprimand from the referee. Mahanga lets the big punch go. Cain moved quickly with his left hook and put Mahanga off balance. Mahanga lets that hard left hook go and Cain just slipped the punch, comes back with a left jab. In goes Mick Cain. Oh, a hard left hook from Mahanga. There's a pumping left hand from the Maori. Left hand jab now by Cain. Left hand jab by Mahanga and a jab by Cain. Cain jabs the left hand again. Moves in a hard right to the body that time by Cain. Cain, left hand lead, a right to the head by Mahanga. He's hurt Cain. He's hurt him. A right into the body. Left hand jab now by Cain. Bang goes the right hand and Mahanga lets the left hook go. Cain punches him back with a left hook. He's hurt Cain again with a left hook. Jab now, thumping right hand. He's hurt Cain again. Bang goes the right hand. And Cain's in trouble as Mahanga goes right to the body, getting close to the end of the round. Here comes the bell. Left hook now and a right to the head by Mahanga. And there goes the bell. And it's a very shaky Mick Cain going to the corner as the bell has gone for the end of round one.
I like the way Mahanga I like the way Mahanga then varied his punches. He threw a right to the body, then one on top, and he caught the Englishman. Caught him napping.
Left hand jab now by Mahanga. Left hand lead by Kane. Kane hurt badly in the first round.
He was gone like a nigger to a social boy. He was gone.
Mahanga, trim and hard. Comes in with a left into the body. A left hand jab now by Kane. Left hand lead.
See how he varied that. A right to the body.
Hard right to the head now by Mahanga, and Kane gets the heck out of there. And Mahanga misses with his left hook. So left hook now by Kane. Mahanga comes in. Left hand jab now by Mahanga. Kane moves in. Kane goes left into the body. Tries a left hook. Mahanga with a big punch is going bang with the right hand of the body. Left hand lead now by Kane. A right to the head by Mahanga. Kane gets in close. A right to the head now by Mahanga. Hard left into the body that time by Mahanga. And Kane grabs on and holds on. Referee separates them away. Left hand jab now by Kane. Kane goes in with a right to the head. Gets in close. Mahanga in close, cupping with the right hand. Mahanga's ready to throw a right hand. Got himself off balance as he telegraphed it. And Kane jabbed him with the left hand. Kane coming in close. Kane's got a right out these early rounds. A right to the head now by Kane. A right to the head by Mahanga. Kane had no idea how to get out of the way of that one. Left hook now by Mahanga. Kane spearing a left hand at the New Zealander. Jabs a left hand and then a right to the head. A left to the head now by Kane as he goes in close. Left hooks him again. Kane is right to the body by Mahanga, and his left hand was pretty wild, getting close to the end of the second. The explosive punches of Kahu Mahanga almost wrecking Kane in the first round, but Kane fighting cautiously in the second, has seen out the second round as the bell goes for the end of round 2. Mick Kane, the big question, can he keep away from the explosive fists of Kahu Mahanga long enough to take a little of the steam out of the New Zealander? There's Mahanga back in the red corner.
Well, he did it that time. Kane came up out of trouble that time, Ron.
Coming up now, here we go for the second round. Round 3 it is. Sorry, round 3.
Kane won that last round. Took it off Mahanga.
Mahanga's letting them go. Punches from too far away. Kane gets in close with the left to the hook, left to the head. Hard right to the head by Mahanga. That was a crashing punch. Landed high on the head. But Kane's punching neatly. He gets away from that left hook from Mahanga. Rushes at him that time. Kane goes neat left and rights to the head. The chubby little middleweight from London. Kane scores with left to the head.
Yes, he's outboxing Mahanga. He's playing cunning. He's keeping out of trouble, keeping his hands up and keeping away. Mahanga's swinging them too far away. When he throws that right to the body and left hook with the right hand after it, oh, he's real danger.
Up comes Mahanga. Mahanga throws the big right hand. He's starting to get a little bit careless, Mahanga. He's banking everything and knocking this fellow out. And
yes,
it's just the style of fight that's going to give Kane the chance of pinching it away from Mahanga. Mahanga banking everything in bowling his opponent with one punch, just like that one. But Kane is starting to get a little confident now after the grueling he got in the first round. He's starting to punch pretty neatly and punching straight. And boxing neatly, jabbing with the left hand and clipping him short with the right. And he's only got to just have a little bit of luck on his side, and he's going to give Mahanga an awful lot of trouble.
Him a lot of trouble now.
There's Mahanga throwing that right hand, but Kane had beaten him with a left hand jab first. And the fight is starting to build up to a very interesting match between the out-and-out puncher and the very neat and precise boxer. Oh, a right hand. That almost wrecked my story, didn't it? The right hand from Mahanga landed high on Kane's head. Kane gets in close, just clips him with a short right hand. Mahanga moving in, throws a right hand. That hurt Kane, although it didn't really land neatly. Left hook. Oh, we'll see that on the replay. It's a left hook, and he's hurt Kane. Hard right into the body. Right to the head by Mahanga as the bell goes. Oh, boy. The bell for the end of round 3. Mick Kane, badly hurt now in the third. Looked as though he was going all right, but of course with Mahanga, he only needs one chance, one punch. Left hand lead by Mahanga, starting to punch up straight with the left hand. Short lead and left and right to the head now by Kane. Left hand jab, but left hook now by Kane. Kane, he's gamely going up to
To Mahanga.
Yes, he's a game fellow.
He's not. Oh, well, left hook by Mahanga, and Kane clinches that time. A right to the body by Mahanga. Kane ducks away from the left hook, and he lets Mahanga have a left-hand jab on the nose that time. Right hand thrown by Mahanga, and Kane just got out of the way. Kane jabbing a left hand at Mahanga. Left hand jab now by Kane. Jab by Kane. A right to the body by Kane. Mahanga moving up, winds up into a right hand. Kane jabbing short with the right. This is the 4th round of Schedule 10. Hard right into the body by Kane. It's a left hook now by Kane. Mahanga going for the body. Left hand jab now by Kane. Hard right hand now by Mahanga. Kane jabbing a left hand. Mahanga comes out of the corner. Kane at centre ring. Left hand jab now by Kane. Left hook now by Kane.
I don't know why Mahanga's not using a straight left. He can use a straight left, and he's standing there like a Statue of Liberty. Ready for one punch.
Right to the head now by Kane. Mahanga tries a left hook and he misses. A right into the body. Left hand jab now by Kane. Mahanga comes up. A left hand jab now by Kane. Snappy left hand work by Mick Kane. Mahanga coming in, banking everything, and a big punch again. Lets it go, but Kane's inside, goes left and right to the body. Punches landed. Mick Kane landing them. Left hand jab. Hard right to the body by Mahanga. Left hook by Mahanga. Right to the head by Mahanga. Kane gets in close and claims. There it is, the bell for the end of round 4.
Well, Kane outboxed Mahanga that round. Mahanga's knockout crazy now. Won't use a straight left. I don't know why. He's got a good straight left. There he is, right hand crazy. And Kane is stealing this fight off him.
Left hand lead now by Kane, and a jab by Mahanga. Left hook to the head by Mahanga. Kane goes with a short right to the head, and then a jab. Hard right hand by Mahanga. Kane just got his chin far enough out of the way, otherwise he was going to be down for the count of 10. Left hook that time by Mahanga, high on the head of Kane, and Kane looks as though he's in for a bad 5th round. He's hurt that time by Mahanga. Comes in close and clinches with the New Zealander. Left hand lead now by Kane. Nice, neat left hand by Kane, but Mahanga lets that left hook whistle across again. Kane backs off, comes back with a neat left hook. He made Mahanga miss with the right hand and then hooked him with the left hand. Left hand jab down by Mahanga. Mahanga using the left hand himself. Mahanga jabbing up with the left hand. Look at the shoulders on Kahu Mahanga. It's easy to see where that punching power comes from. Left to the head now by the Englishman. Left hook to the head. Look at Kane. Go with the left hook and then chop down with the right to the head. Reprimand from referee Terry Riley. A left hand jab. Right to the head now by Mahanga, and Mahanga getting in close. A bit of a clash of heads then too in this 5th round. Left hand jab, left hook to the head now. Mahanga's pushed away, he comes back now. Left hand jab now by Kane. Left hand jab once again by Kane. Neat left hand punching. He's a neat boxer, Kane. A right to the head by Mahanga. A neat boxer, Kane, and an explosive, destructive puncher, Mahanga. Right to the head now by Mahanga, and he gets in close as the bell goes for the end of round 5. Here we go now for round 6.
The Englishman, Kane, won that last round. He outboxed Mahanga. Mahanga still knockout crazy. Only had to go with his left hand in one part of that round. He's starting off now well. He'll have to keep it up all the time. That's the stuff.
It's the neat, pretty boxing of Mick Kane from England fighting the explosive punching power of Kahu Mahanga from New Zealand. Can the jab and parry of the left hand of Mick Kane, the chubby chappy from England.
Listen, you're on this chubby chappy business. You're one of your mob.
My mob. Look at him.
I thought you were a bit with him. Yes.
But I don't know, those New Zealand muscles look pretty frightening, don't they? Left hook to the head now by Kane as he gets in close. Left hook to the head and a right to the head now by Mahanga. And that hurt Kane. Kane is definitely hurt. But Gamely backs up with a left-hand jab. Left-hand jab now.
Mahanga's leading him too far away. He stepped in good at the left hook, but he's got to get in closer.
Oh,
that's a good punch.
Beautiful left hook by Mahanga and then a short right hand by Kane. Left hand jab now by Mick Kane. By golly, the East End kid from London showing some courage. He's taken some terrific punches from Mahunga, and he's got in there, boxing as well as he can. Left hand lead and then a right to the head. Mahunga lets a big one go, and Kane beats him to the move with a left hand jab. A fight that's packed full of interest. Left into the body now by Kane. A right to the head now by Kane. A left hand jab by Kane. Left hand jab.
He's worrying, Kane is worrying the Maori boy right out of this fight. Sneaking it off him.
A right to the head now by Mahunga, and Kane gamely hits him with a left hand jab. Oh, there was a nasty hook. Beautiful punch by Mahunga. He let that one go. Right to the head now by Kane. He's trying to box Mahunga away. Left hand jab by Kane. A jab by Kane. Listen to the crowd applaud. A great fighting round by both of them. The bell for the end of round 6. Here we come now for round 7.
And Kane, the Englishman, has taken the fight off Mahunga. Took it off him again that round. Although Mahunga did a little better, but Kane came back and outboxed him. And he's just picking his way and sneaking the points, while Mahunga's waiting for that one big punch, leading from too far away.
Hard right into the body by Mahunga. You could hear that punch thud home, rows and rows back. And the crowd now rallying to the support of Mick Kane as he's gamely standing up against the thumping punches of Kahu Mahunga. And coming back with a left hand, then a left to the head by Mahunga.
Wonderful to see the way that Kane is gaining confidence. He goes along, right?
Beautiful left hand punching by Mick Kane. Rip to the body and hook to the head. Mahunga comes back with a hook and then a right to the head. Left and right now by Mick Kane. A right to the head by Mick Kane and a beautiful left hook by Kahu. A jab now by Mahunga, by Kane. Right to the head by Mahunga. Left hook now by Mick Kane. Mahunga's bleeding very freely from the nose. Ample evidence of the accurate left hand punching of the Londoner Mick Kane. Left and right to the head now by Kane and a jab by Mahunga. Left hand jab now by Mick Kane. Kane comes in. Left hand jab now by Kane. Right to the head by Kane. Left hook now by Kane. Jab by Kane. Beautiful left hand punching. Right to the head by Kane. Left hook by Kane. And Mahunga holds on that time in this the 7th round. A left hook by Kane and a right by Mahunga. Left hook now by Kane. Mahunga tried to hold on, and Kane gets away out of there. Left hand lead by Kane. Look at him stand up and deliver that left hand jab in copybook style. A right to the head now by Kane, and Mahunga fights back with a desperation left hook. Right to the head now by Mahunga. Blood streaming from the New Zealander's nose as the bell goes for the end of round 7.
Got confidence back now, but that could be his undoing. See what I mean? If he gets too confident, this fellow's like he's a man. He nailed Mundine in the last round and knocked him as cold as a Persian rug, flat as a rug. And this could happen again.
The anticipation of Kane, since Mahunga slowed down just a little, is very pretty. He's made a few boo-boos, but by Jove, he's made some of those big punches miss, but not that one. Right on the chin from Mahunga, right to the head. But look at Kane get in there for protection. Mahunga coming back now. A left hand jab now by Mahunga. Jab by Mahunga. A left hook to the head now by Kane.
Kane is an economical fighter, Ron.
He's a neat, precise puncher. Very neat. Beautiful jabbing and a short, jolting right hand to the head. He goes into Mahunga and confidently goes for an uppercut. That could be a dangerous move. A left hand lead now by Mahunga and a jab by Kane. A right to the head by Kane and a smashing right hand by Mahunga. Kane claims him very quickly. Mahunga now throws desperation punches by Mahunga. And Kane grabs him and clinches. A left hook and a right to the head by Mahunga. Misses with a left hook and Kane jabs him neatly with a left hand. This is boxing deluxe now. Beautiful boxing by Kane, but a smashing right to the head by Mahunga. He's hurt Kane. We'll see that one on replay. A smashing right to the head. Look at Mahunga go at him again now. Left hook and a right to the head. Kane's in trouble now. Mahunga, here comes the bell, however. Left hook and the bell goes. The bell saves Kane. A fighting comeback by Kahu Mahunga. The bell for the end of round 8.
With Kane, he was there as Kane, and he had a close range. Mahunga unleashed those devastating punches and had him on the brink of the feet. But the bell saved him. By golly, it's a great fight now. Kane is boxing neatly, and there's that punch of Mahunga's. He's up and he's after that knockout.
Well, now, the 9th round it is. A right to the head by Kane. Mahanga almost ending the fight in the 8th round. Left hand by Mahanga. Mick Cain, left hand jab. A right to the head now by Cain. Left hand by Cain. Mahanga punching hard against the neat boxing of Mick Cain. Left hand jab now by Cain. Left to the head by Cain as he gamely steps into Mahanga. Must have been badly hurt at the end of the 8th round. It's a left hook now by Mahanga and a jab by Cain. Mahanga pushes up the left hand, and this is the 9th round. This and the 10th to go. It's a left hook now by Cain and a jab by Mahanga. Oh, a left hook! A beautiful left hook by Cain and a hurt Mahanga. Mahanga's knees definitely buckled. Left hand now by the New Zealander. A right to the head by Cain. Left and right to the head by Cain. A left hook now by Cain and a swinging right hand by Mahanga.
What a game for the Canadians.
Oh, they're both wonderfully game. They've both dished it out, they've both popped it, and they've both backed up for more. I know they're not world champions, but by golly, there's no turning it up in this ring. Left hand jab by Mick Cain. The champions in courage. Left hook to the head now by Cain, and a jab by Mahanga. A right hand uppercut by Mahanga. Left hand lead now by Cain. Mahanga rushing in.
Cain boxing well, just pulled his head back. He's just judging those punches of Mahanga, pulling his head back legally. Steps in.
Left hand jab. We'll stay with it here at ringside because this is going to be a desperate last round between the two of them. There's Mahanga down there in the red corner. Mick Cain, there he is. Kahu Mahanga. He's given it everything he's had in the first 9 rounds of the fight, trying to explode those big punches on Mick Cain's chin. And it hasn't come out. Terry Riley scoring the fight. It's a tough one. How are you scoring it at home? And there's Mick Cain, the boy from the East End of London, who's won the hearts of all Australian sports fans, whether they've been at actual ringside here tonight or whether they've been watching at TV ringside. Because it looked as though he was going to be bombed out in the first round, and by golly, he's gamely come back and made one of the really great fights on TV ringside for us.
He was bombed out on the end of the 8th. He was gone. He was done like a good dinner. And he came back in that last round, and then he was outboxed again. He's shown terrific courage. He's taken 3 times as much as what Mahanga has taken. Mahanga is game, but he hasn't taken the punishment.
Last round. Here they go now. And a genuine touch of the gloves, and away they go. Kahu Mahanga letting them go now to try and win the fight. Left and right to the head and a right to the body by Mahanga. Left hook now by Mick Cain. A right to the head by Mahanga. Cain back with a left hand jab. Left and left and left. Hesitated left hand from Mick Cain. Left into the body by Cain and a right to the head by Cain. Left hand jab by Mick Cain. Mahanga moving up. A left hook by Cain. A right to the head by Mahanga. Left hook by Mahanga. A right to the body now by Cain. Mahanga goes with a right and close once again. A left hand jab by Cain. He stabbed that one right onto Mahanga's nose. Right to the head by Cain, a right by Mahanga. Punch for punch and move for move as the seconds run out. Close to the referee's decision, a crashing right hand by Mahanga. Left hook now by Cain. Left hook by Cain again. Right hand now. A minute to go in the fight. 1 minute to the referee's decision, and Cain is holding on. First time he's really desperately held on. Left hand jab by Cain, a jab by Mahanga. Right to the head now by Cain. Cain's very tired. Those punches are really hurting now. Mahanga closing on him again, but misses with the right hand. I think Mahanga too is tired. Still bleeding freely from the nose. Left hook by Cain. Jab by Mahanga. A right into the body by Cain. A left hook now by Cain. Left hook by Mahanga. Half a minute to go. A right to the body by Cain. Left hook by Mahanga. And the referee gets them apart once again. Left jab now by Cain. Mahanga holding on the clinch. They break away again. Right hand by Mahanga. Cain jabbing the left hook. Left hook by Cain. Mahanga comes in. Here comes the decision as they get close together. A left hand by Cain and a swinging right from Mahanga. Kahu Mahunga, the winner on points. Nick, I know you must be disappointed.
Choked, yeah.
Huh?
Choked.
Disappointed with the decision?
Choked, yeah, choked.
A wonderful fight. You gave us a tremendous 10-round contest. Did you think you really thought that you had the points on him?
Yeah, probably.
For what reason? Left-hand punching?
15 on top, was on top all the time, really.
What about those big punches?
Yeah, I was still working. I caught him with a few.
Yeah. Did you really feel in desperate trouble at any stage? Fight him again?
No, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I thought choked, you know. I thought what he said, you know.
Well, don't be too choked about it, pal, because everybody watching on television throughout Australia on TV ringside, and everybody here really thought it was a magnificent performance. Don't be too upset about it. There are cheers for Mick Kane. The boys shaking hands. Kahu Mahunga walking across the ring. A real thriller, Kahu, from start to finish. A tough fight.
Yeah, I know. I thought he won on points.
Did you?
Yeah.
You really thought that he had the points on you?
Yeah. I didn't feel it good tonight. It was a bit hot.
You didn't use that left hand as straight as we've seen you use it
No,
before?
I didn't feel 100% tonight.
How would you feel about fighting him again?
Oh, I wouldn't mind.
Would you come back from New Zealand and fight him again? Will you do that, will you? Okay, thanks very much. Kahu Mahunga.
Good right hand. And again. Here's after his opponent. Oh, look at that. Left hook and downward. Beautiful left hook. Right hand by Mahunga. Wonderful boxing by Kane. Left hook to the head. And that's how it happened. Boy, did you see that swing? He hit for the right hand as it came in. Right on the chin. Beautiful right hand. Here is the knockout. Johnny Oaks once again in the...
He's had 22 fights. He was born in Kempsey. He's 22 years of age, and he's had 27 fights. 22, he's had 27 fights. He's now trained by Reg Layton. He had 24 amateur fights around Kempsey and Armidale. And he's handled now by two big sportsmen in Brisbane, Brian Ogilvie and Doug James. And they've made life worthwhile for this boy. Believe me, he's got it made. He's only got to fight now. He's got a house. He's got his big deposit in the house, and he's paying it off, and he can pay it off as he likes. Now we've got on the other corner Jimmy Noel. He's 25 years of age, and he's had 40 fights from the Philippines. He comes from Pasay City. He started fighting in 1966. When he's not fighting, when he's not training him back in Pasay City, he's helping his work with his wife in a frock shop.
Jimmy Noel, southpaw, white trunks. First round of 10.
This is the big test for Thompson, whether he can handle a southpaw.
Jimmy Noel, white trunks, jabbing with the right hand. Hector Thompson, dark trunks, jabbing with the left hand. One minute to go in the first round. Thompson trying a right hand to the body. Jimmy Noel right to the body and left to the head and away from Thompson. The Filipino showing speed in that exchange. Here's away before a counter punch can be thrown. Bell for the end of the first. Jimmy Noel, red corner. Out he comes for the third of 10 rounds.
Noel won that last round.
TV ringside tonight. He's fighting Hector Thompson at a 10-stone limit. Noel was a half-pound over at midday today. He was sent away to take the half-pound off and came back to weigh 10 stone. Hector Thompson weighed in at the first try at 9, 12 and 3/4. They're now on the third of 10 rounds. Probably the biggest test that young Hector Thompson has faced so far.
By far the biggest test, the most important fight he has, and he can't handle the southpaw. So far, he's letting the southpaw call the tune, and he's not in the race when he's doing that.
We saw him move up that time, and Noel beat him to the punch with the left hand.
That's right. Noel's got the right idea, Ron. He's not trying to punch with him. He's trying to box him. He's trying to use his speed and his experience.
Good left hand by Noel. Got through Thompson's defence. Thompson misses with the right hand. Hits Noel with a short right uppercut. The lead by Thompson. Left hand counter by Noel. The match between the southpaw Filipino, Jimmy Noel, and the orthodox Australian Hector Thompson.
Noel's not trying to punch hard. He's just trying to beat Thompson to the punch with his speed. And that's the right caper at this stage.
Half a minute to go on the third round. Left hand lead by Thompson. Beat Noel with a punch. Beat him with a move. Good right hand to the body by Thompson. Bells at the end of the third round.
That last round was Thompson's best to date. I thought he shared it with Noel. I'd have split that last round.
Right hand jab now by Noel. Southpaw stance. Right hand lead. Jab now by Thompson. Noel scores with left to the head. Left hand now by Thompson. Goes with the right to the body.
Those punches are hurting Noel. He's got to keep them up.
A jab by Thompson and a left hand counter by Noel. It's a very interesting fight, this one. An interesting fight to score. One minute of the fifth round to go. It missed just as well. It would have been a very early night. Thompson in close, attempting to punch up with Noel. Noel hits him with the right to the left of the body, and then a swinging right to the head. Noel comes back at Thompson as Thompson walked into a flurry of leather from the Filipino. Close to the end of the fifth round. There's the bell for the end of round 5. 7th of 10 rounds. Southpaw Jimmy Noel from Manila fighting Hector Thompson, orthodox Australian junior welterweight champion, now from Brisbane. Left hand lead by Thompson. Jimmy Noel fiddling away at his opponent there, runs into a right hand from Thompson. And Thompson, good left hand punching, beautiful left hand punching by Thompson. Noel back and Thompson hits with the right to the body. They stand out on a flurry of leather, and Thompson had the better of it with a right to the body, but Noel's going to swap punches with him. Good left to the body by Noel. Noel beats Thompson again with that left hand. And again. 1 minute of the 7th to go. Hard right to the body by Thompson. Good punch. But Noel's in there busy all the time. See him come up close and land punches. 2-1. Right to the head now by Thompson. Noel is back at him again. Thompson misses. Well, I know all you viewers, the TV ringside, have got a real ringside seat for this, but the guy is right up there close is Terry Riley, and it'll be interesting to see just how he's scoring these punches in close. Into the body goes Thompson. Noel weaves away from the follow-up punch to the head. Good left hand by Thompson, but a hard left hand counter by Noel. Close to the end of the 7th. Jab by Noel again. Neat boxing by the Filipino as the bell goes to the end of round 7. Thompson's lead is short. Now he scores with a good right to the body and a hard right-hand counter from Jimmy Noel. Up goes Thompson again, left into the body. Puts Noel off balance. Flurry of Rosen out of the corner. Good left to the head by Noel and a hard right-hand counter by Thompson.
That was Thompson's best punch.
Good punch. Good left hand by Noel. Thompson moves up to him. Noel goes left to the body and then right to the head. Right to the head. Good right hand by Thompson. That was a beautiful short right. Right to the body by Thompson. Noel back and makes Thompson back move. Hard 8th round. To the body again goes Noel. Up comes Thompson. To the body again Noel. Thompson goes left hook. Punch for punch now in the 8th round. Hector Thompson and Jimmy Noel. Half a minute to go. Bell for the end.
Oh boy, what a round. What a round that
TV ringside always fly TAA the friendly way. Wouldn't you rather fly the friendly way?
Beautiful punch by Thompson then, but Noel comes back again. Thompson's punches were the harder, but Noel backed up. And landed, he was a little bit faster. Just nature's giving him that little bit extra speed. Such as that right hand there. I wouldn't separate from that round. I thought it was a terrific round. First one, then the other would take the Brittany's mouth and away they go. And
2 rounds to go, 9 and 10. To the body goes Noel, right to the body Thompson. Hard right to the head by Thompson, another right to the head by Thompson. Right hand jab and left to the head by Jimmy Noel. In goes Thompson again. And Noel bouncing that right hand jab away from off his head.
Thompson's got a cut eye.
Thompson's left eye cut. Thompson's left eye cut in the 9th round. Hard right hand by Jimmy Noel. Left and right now by Noel. Thompson missing with the right.
Well, Noel is certainly surprising everybody in this fight round. He's fighting back tough.
Filipino Jimmy Noel, right hand jab, left of the head. Thompson left hand lead. Noel again. Thompson misses to the right. Thompson's lead is short. Thompson stabbing with that left hand lead. Good punch by Thompson. Misses the second one. Hurt Noel though. Noel is away. Thompson right to the body again. Right to the head. Noel hits him with the left hand. Another right hand by Noel. Left hand now by Noel again. Right and left by Jimmy Noel. Another fighting round. Bell to the end of the night. The action is on TV ringside. Jimmy Noel, and there's Hector Thompson in the white corner. 1 round to go now in what has been a great fight. Jimmy Noel and Hector Thompson. Last round coming up.
Well, this is a very hard fight.
There's no doubt for viewers in Victoria that our Score the Fight competition will be on this contest. Jimmy Noel and Hector Thompson, they're up for the last round. Here they go in the last round. Hector Thompson and Jimmy Noel.
A lot of faces, Ron. This is no disgrace to Thompson. He's put up a terrific fight. This fellow's a long way better fighter than he showed us before.
Right hand jab, left to the head by Noel. Right to the head by Noel again. Thompson goes right uppercut. Thompson crowding Noel, putting him back on the ropes. One minute to go. 1 minute the referee's decision as Thompson misses again.
Thompson's finishing top of this fellow. Noel is tired. He's holding on now.
Good right hand by Thompson. Noel jabbing a right hand. Left and right by Noel. Right by Thompson and Noel back to the left hand. Thompson right again. Left to the head now by Thompson.
Oh boy, what a fight, Ron. What a fight. Noel hanging on. Noel tired.
Half a minute to go in the fight.
Thompson winning this round.
Good left hand by Thompson. Noel with a good left hand. The desperate finish. Thompson is the winner on points. Hope you've enjoyed the action tonight on the Best of Ringside, and next week we've got another card for you, the best fights of 1971. Incidentally, let me remind you once again, a great night out for your club, your sporting club, your social club. It's a great way to raise funds for your organisation, and we'd like to hear from you to assist you have a real good night with us at TV Ringside during 1972. Drop us a note here at TV Ringside at Channel 7, and I think maybe we can guarantee them a real good night out.
I'll say they're very hard to please, boy, if they can't get a good night here.
So make sure that your club joins us at least once during 1972. Drop us a note. Good right hand. And again. Here's Arthur's opponent. Oh, look at that. Left hook and down forward. Beautiful left hook. Right hand by Mahunga. Wonderful boxing by Kane. Left hook to the head. And that's how it happened.
Boy, did you see that swing?
He hit with the right hand as he came in. Right on the chin. Beautiful right hand. Here it comes by Kane. Left hook to the head. And that's how it happened.
of Young and Jackson when Brendan Jackson biffed Mr. Young while he was down on the canvas and promptly was disqualified by referee Terry Riley. Frank Young was suffering from a badly cut eye in that meeting. He'd recovered from it, and this was the story of the rematch.
Yes, the rematch, Young had a bit of trouble making the weight, I remember very, very vividly, and they thought he'd be pretty slow, and they thought that the Brendan Jackson, and I thought too that Brendan Jackson would probably outbox him this time, and Jackson tried to box him, but Young was just too smart. It's the old story, experience. There's nothing in the fight game can equal experience.
Well, of course, Brendan Jackson spotted quite a bit of weight in this contest.
Yes, he
did pretty well.
Yes,
Frank Young and Brendan Jackson on TV ringside. Presented by the Seven Network in association with Stadiums is a 10-round international match. Introducing from the red corner at 10 stone and 12 pounds, Frank Young. Ireland's Frank Young at 10 stone 12. And his opponent in the white corner at 10 stone and 7 pounds, leading contender for the Welterweight Championship of Australia, Brendan Jackson. Brendan Jackson, 10-7, Frank Young, 10 stone 12, 10 rounds, referee Terry Riley.
Well, as he calls him to the centre now, Jackson, the taller of the two. Well, Young is 24 years of age. He's had 19 fights. He's a painter and decorator. He had 250 amateur fights. And Jackson is 24. He has had 26 fights. He's a butcher. Lives at Fern Tree Gully. And as Ron told you, they had a heck of a fight here the last time they met.
Almost continued down the dressing room, as a matter of fact.
Yes, they wanted it.
Frank Young in the dark trunks with white band and stripe. Against Brendan Jackson. First of the scheduled 10 rounds. Left hand by Jackson. Flush on the eyebrow that time of Young. Halfway through the round, Jackson scoring with right to the body and left to the head. Jab by Young, who's very quick in a typically English style, short jabbing left hand, moving his feet fast, weaving away from the left hand of Jackson. Hard lift into the body by Frank Young. Right to the head by Young. Jackson moving back, Young stabbing a left-hand lead. Coming up close to the end of the round. Left-hand jab now by Jackson. And the bell for the end of round one. Ambrose Palmer there with the visitor to Australia, Frank Young. And across the ring in the white corner, Johnny Cooper with Brendan Jackson. Up they come for the second. Good left hook now by Young. Jackson back with a lead. Jab into the body now by Young. Jackson leads the left hand. It's well short. Jabs the left hand. There goes left hand to the body. Left to the body by Young, and Jackson counters with a right hand. Young taking no chances, keeping at range because he made a very
vehement claim that he was butted by Jackson the last time they fought. In fact, made a very unkind comment that Jackson would be a good fighter if he put a glove on his head, which caused quite a deal of uproar after the fight. And it's interesting tonight that in this rematch with Jackson, that he's, despite his disadvantage in reach, he's trying to fight the fight at range and not getting into close quarters with Jackson at any stage. Jackson is inclined to be a little vigorous, shall we say, at close quarters. And Young is boxing at the moment in copybook style, keeping right away from Jackson, giving his Australian opponent no chance to rough him up in close quarters, and still able to place his left hand very accurately and well, whether it be to the head or the body. A little bump of heads then.
I thought it was a bump of heads too.
Yes. Both scoring with left hooks. Bell for the end of round 2. 3. We'd like to see you with us at TV ringside because it's always a pretty lively night. Left-hand jab now by Jackson, jabbing up well with the left hand, using his advantage in reach to good effect that time, beating Young to the punch and placing his left-hand jab very well indeed. Jabs the left hand hard once again at Young. Young coming in close. Jab by Young. Young going in well. Left to the body and then right to the head. Moved away quickly, brushing at his eyebrow, but there's no damage there. In fact, there was no punch landed in that area. Jackson inclined to reach a little that time with his left-hand lead. Left into the body now by Young. Young fighting a very safety-first fight. Taking no chances at all, keeping at range. Stepping in, scoring with a left-hand lead to the body. Scoring points all the time. And again, Jackson letting go a whistling left hook, but missing with it. Jab by Jackson. Right to the head by Young. Clever move by Young. Left-hand jab now by Jackson. Jab by Young again. Hard right, left and right to the head now by Jackson. Young scoring with the body. Young goes in again. Left hook now by Jackson. A jab by Young. Half minute to go in the third round. There's a left to the body and a hard right to the head by Brendan Jackson. In once again. Young goes left and right to the head. And he's got Jackson in real trouble now. Jackson holding on. Beautiful placement of punches by Frank Young. A flurry of leather that almost put Jackson down. Close to the end of the third round. Beautiful punching by Frank Young. Jackson in close now, wrestling with Young. One of the few clinches of the fight so far. Young moves up again, right into the body by Young, and a bell goes for the end of round 3. Brendan Jackson.
That was a good round for Jackson that time on. Very good round for at least, I meant to say, Young, the Irish boy. Very good round. Smothered him with punches, hurt Jackson. Jackson was in trouble, held on a great deal. Jackson was boxing well until Young cut loose. Young's a percentage fighter. He just back moves enough to make the miss, and he's back on top of Jackson in a moment. I think he's boxing better than when he boxed here last time.
Into the fourth now. Frank Young with a very good third round behind him. Jackson, left-hand lead. Oh, beautiful right hand now by Young. Hurt Jackson again. Jackson comes out, stands in the close quarters. The left hook now by Frank Young. Jackson's in trouble. Jackson back with a right to the head. Right into the body by Frank Young. And a right to the head by Jackson. They're playing for keeps now. Right to the head by Jackson. He's come adrift though, however. Misses with a right hand. Young's punching beautifully, but Jackson backs up with a right to the head. To go now, left into the body by Young. Jab by Jackson, and Young goes hard to the body. Left-hand lead now by Jackson. Young gets in close again. Jackson comes back, left and right. Right to the head by Young. Hurts Jackson again, and Jackson holds on.
Jackson was hurt that time with the right hand there.
Halfway through the fourth round.
Young's burning his punches beautiful, Ron. Downstairs and upstairs. Jackson holding on.
Young with a left hand there. It was a little low too, but didn't cause Jackson any trouble.
It's the left and right combinations of the head that are giving Jackson all the trouble at the moment. Young comes after him, a left hand lead by Young, jabbing up well, swings a right hand to the body. Now Jackson back with left and right to the head. Right to the head by Jackson again. Half a minute to go in the fourth round. Left hand lead by Jackson. Young gets away in close, scores with a right hand. Looks as though Jackson's eye's in trouble again. Left hand lead, or is it? No, it's okay. He was brushing at it. Had his back to me at that stage, and he was brushing at it. I thought he might have been in trouble. Left hand lead now by Jackson.
That right hand over the top by Young is the one that's catching Jackson and hurting him.
Left hand lead now by Young. Jab by Jackson again. Young in close. Hard left hand jab that time by Brendan Jackson. A furious fourth round that one, and the crowd applauding. The big crowd at TV ringside showing their appreciation of a great fighting round by Brendan Jackson and Frank Young. The bell for the end of the fourth. There's Brendan Jackson back in the corner. And he's got a couple of marks underneath the eyes, grazes under the eye, but okay, as he nods his head to Johnny Cooper. The bell is gone for the end of the fourth.
Terry Riley is... that was a good round by Young again. He's catching Jackson with that long right hand over the top, and he's hurting him.
I think Young knows that he's got to get on with the business, because the longer the fight goes, the more danger he is. He's going to run into trouble. A terrific right hand that time by Jackson, and he split Young's eye. Young's eye's gone, and it was from a punch. A beautiful right hand. It's rough in close now. Young's eye's gone, but it was done from a punch, no doubt about it. Now here's Young fighting hard. Left hand jab by Jackson. Blood streaming from the cut on Young's eye. Left and right to the body by Jackson. A furious fifth round in this main event on TV ringside, coming to you on the 7 Network and associated stations throughout Australia. It's rough and hard in close now. A right to the head by Young. But the tide of battle is swung against Young now with a cut on the eye. A right to the head now by Young. Jackson in close. Young knew the time was running out for him. The longer the fight went, the more danger there was that he'd suffer a cut on the eye. And Jackson did that with a terrific right hand, flush on the eyebrow, split the eye, and now Young is fighting against odds after seemingly being well on top. Right into the body now by Jackson. Left to the head by Jackson. Referee separates them away once again. Left hand jab now by Young. Jackson's got him in a headlock. Jackson roughing him up in close. Hard right that time by Jackson. Young fights back. Left hand lead now by Young. And a right and left into the body by Young. Left hand jab by Young. Just gets away from the right hand from Jackson. Right into the body by Young again. Close to the end of the fifth. Right and left by Young once more. Bell for the end of round 5.
Well, Young got his eye cut, but not cut so terribly bad. And Young was a bit handicapped. He wasn't as free with his punching, and the other fellow, Jackson, really cut loose. Terry Riley's come and have a look. Just hasn't looked, satisfied himself okay. Ambrose said it's not bad the way he went back to his corner. That was the best round Jackson has had so far.
Round 6 it is, and Young goes after Jackson. It's pretty hard in close. Once again, left hand by Young. Jackson scores with a good left hand lead. Jab now by Jackson. Young fires a right to the body. A wild right hand thrown by Jackson that time, in close. And the referee has something to say to Jackson then. A right thrown by Young. Left into the body by Young again. Oh, it's hard in there now. Lead by Young. Jackson goes an uppercut. Young fights back. Halfway through the 6th round. Left hand lead by Jackson. Young's in on top of him, however.
Young's punching well downstairs, Ron. He's hurting Jackson with some body punches.
Beautiful right to the body by Young. Left to the head by Jackson. Young goes for the body again. Right by Young. Left hand jab by Jackson. Half a minute to go in this 6th round. Right into the body by Young again.
Gee, this is a hard fight. Everyone low. Young's varying his punches much better than Jackson.
Actually, Jackson's firing for that cut, and he's not varying his punches, as you say, nearly enough. Merv, left to the head by Young. He pushes pushes Young back onto the ropes. The referee's working hard to get them apart as the bell goes for the end of round 6. Having a look at the cut on Young's eye, and he's having a pretty hard look at it at the moment. It looks as though he's going to... No, he's letting it go.
Yes, he's letting it go. I thought he was going to... He asked Ambrose then what to do.
Marking his score after 6 rounds.
He had a sharp word with Ambrose, and Ambrose said, we'll let it go another round. I didn't think the cut looked so badly that time. Didn't bleed so bad, and Jackson was shooting for it. But that was a good round by Young. Young's got a lead, a handy lead, and he's boxing very well.
7th it is. Left hand jab by Jackson was a good punch. Young tries to get Jackson back in the referee's corner. Young going all out in the 7th round. Left hand jab by Jackson was a good punch, however. Young throws the right hand and he misses, and Jackson backs up with that left hand.
Rough in there on these clinches there. Not doing anything purposely, but they're not being very careful at the other end.
They're letting him wander around a little. Jackson finds now that Young, who was fighting at range early in the fight, now that he suffered the cut to the eye, is coming in close at every opportunity, closing the fight up and ripping both hands hard into the body. There's a left hook by Young, good punch, let go a big right hand and misses. A right to the head by Jackson. Young going for the body again.
He's fighting well to the body, Young.
Left hand jab now by Young. A right to the head by Jackson. Oh boy, this is a whale of a fight. Jackson spotting 5 pounds in weight. That was at weigh-in time today at midday. Too young.
Did you see that? Put his hand up and pull it down right on the ear. Young.
Into the body goes Jackson this time. Young pulls Jackson off balance. They're both using every trick in the book, but I think Young knows a few more.
Jackson's eyes graze now.
Young tried to back off that time and come back with a right-hand counter and missed with it.
They're both getting a bit tired.
Tired with it.
Very hard to say.
Left to the head by Jackson. Up comes Young again, goes for the body. Bell for the end of round 7. Frank Young slumping down in the corner as Ambrose Palmer gets up there with him, and Riley coming across. Terry Riley coming across to have a look at the cut again. Terry Riley apparently satisfied, let it go. Terry Riley, after having another look at that cut, has allowed the fight to continue. 8, 9 and 10 to go. And there's Brendan Jackson back in the white corner. And they're working there on Frank Young in the red corner.
Well, it's a hard fight. There's not a great deal in it now. Jackson, I thought, had a shade the better that round. Young is tiring a little bit. They're both tiring, as a matter of fact, but Jackson's just a little bit fast.
Frank Young and Brendan Jackson coming to you on TV ringside through the 7 Network and associated stations throughout Australia. And as tough and as hard a fight as we've seen for quite a long day. Left-hand jab now by Young. This time it's Young fighting at range, as he did in the first 2 rounds.
He's going to fight a percentage fight now. That's his wrong suit too.
Apparently feels that he's got enough points on the board to give him a little bit of an edge in the fight, and he's going to fight it cool. He misses with his lead that time, but Jackson's unable to counter. Jackson. Young back with a neat left hand. It was a real stab with that left hand lead. Placed it very well. Right hand by Jackson as he caught up with Young. Left hand by Jackson. But the bell goes to the end of a clever 8th round by Frank Young. Bell to the end of the 8th. All right, this is round 9 coming up, 9 and 10 to go, and Brendan Jackson's going to have to get a hustle on.
Yes, he's got to get a hustle on now. The other fellow's still got his nose in front. There wasn't much in that round. And overall, the Irishman has been placing his punches the better, varying them, and doing a lot better with his body punches.
The 9th it is. Good left hand, hard, hurtful left hand punching by Frank Young. There he goes again. Jackson can't catch up. Misses with right and left. Beautiful right and left that time by Young. Left hand to the head by Jackson. Left hand jab by Jackson, jab by Young. Right uppercut now by Jackson. Left hand by Young as Jackson misses with his right.
Nice boxing by Young. Good anticipation. Back move and then jab back with the left hand.
Especially the 9th round. Good body punching by Frank Young.
Good boxing, Ron.
Half a minute to go in the 9th round. Bell for the end of round 9. Young back in the corner. The referees come across after 4 of the earlier rounds to look at the cut on Young's eye, and then Young set about keeping himself out of trouble. And there he is back in the red corner with Ambrose Palmer tailing him down. Terry Riley marking his scorecard with 1 round to go. Can Brendan Jackson pull the fight out of the fire? Because I feel that he needs a pretty tremendous effort in this last round.
Yes, I got Young nicely ahead. I thought he won that round very nicely. Boxed beautifully, anticipated Jackson's lead, and just back moved enough to be in distance and popped in with a straight left. Jackson just couldn't nail him. Jackson still should be doing more. He's got to bustle this fellow and pull something right out of the bag this time.
Last round, round 10.
Now, if Jackson tried a right hand over top that time. He hasn't tried it all night. Should have been doing that before. Letting that right hand go on top.
Halfway through the last round. Young once again with left and right to the body. Beautiful left hand leading by Frank Young. Half a minute to go. Jackson desperately trying to save the fight. Young boxing masterfully. An action-packed finish to the main event on TV ringside. The bell. Frank Young. And the crowd standing and applauding. A really great fight on TV ringside.
That was a real hard fight. And Jackson just left his run too late. If he'd have tried as hard in the early stages of the fight as he did in that last round, well, you saw how he worried Young. Young couldn't have run around all the time. But Young boxed beautifully. A percentage fight.
You never gave up chasing him. You really made a great fight out of it.
Well, I'll say this for him, Ron. He's about the best one I've fought. Very hard to catch. Very, very hard.
Well, you tried pretty hard and you made a great fight of it. Certainly you didn't lose any friends tonight. Thanks for
I'll try, Ron.
Thanks, Terry, for score the fight. Thank you, pal. Frank Young, thanks, Frank, for a great exhibition of boxing.
Thanks, Ron.
Masterful display.
I really enjoyed it.
You had your trouble for the cut in the eye.
Yeah, that one and then this one in the last round. It was a good fight.
It was a great fight. We enjoyed it very much. You had a bit of an advantage in weight, but you certainly treated us to a great exhibition of boxing. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, Ron.
Frank Young, the winner on points over Brendan Jackson, and I think you'll agree it was a real thriller.